Testing, testing, testing. Jeez. Ugh, I am starving. Bad bitches. Alright, where are we? Where are we? Hold on. Where's my hair? Yes, sir! Welcome to the stream where my hair is non-existent. Wala. Jeez, peace. God, I gotta fix that chroma key effect. Hold on, people. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's exit out of this mode. Wagwan, gentle people, Sanjay Uchiha here. Welcome to the channel. Of course, it is January 31st. January has finally ended after 3 years. But here we are. Let me just fix this filter. Strangely, it looks alright here. Very odd. Very odd. Hold on, let me just go over here. Okay, or here. Okay. Okay, let me just kind of skip around here. Strange, it looks alright here. Interesting. Okay, let me just kind of turn down the music a bit. Okay, clear as the video background. Clearly. Anyway, it's whatever. Welcome everyone, Sanjay Uchiha here. Welcome to the channel. Of course, it's the end of month subscriber stream, as we do here every month since... How long have we been doing this? Jeez, I'm getting old. It's been like 2, 3, probably even 4 years now, give or take. But yeah, the end of month subscriber stream where we talk about every and anything, anime, manga, life in general, YouTube experience. It's the stream for you guys for the most part. So yeah, let's see, what do we got here? Who do we have? We have 8 persons. Andrew, Wagwan, Paradox, Just Saying Lure. Who else? Who else? Who else is here? Smash Bros, everyone is here. Yes sir, January is finally done. Hold on, let me just enable chat doc here and custom browser docs. Let us pop out chat, copy, paste that here. Just want to make sure I can see the comments here from OBS. Still inside just a filter here, right here, it seems. Hold on, people. Doop. Silly. Yeah, well, oh, by the way, sorry for being late. To be honest, I was getting a haircut, so the barber, things kind of went late with the barber there, so yeah. Okay, no, this is just strange. That is it. My distance? No. Kawaking. For some reason, I don't know why the green screen is affecting me like this on this scene here. So it's odd. I'm sorry, but it's just getting to me. Like, let me see. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I think that can work. Let me just put this me over here. All right, son, here we are. Sharp like scissors. All right, so I think I have wasted enough time. But yo, welcome to the stream, everyone. How has 2023 been for everyone so far? That's the first thing. We're not even going to dive into any anime or anything just yet. Just a short, status check. How is 2023 for everybody? That is the better question. yo, I'm not like, I'm hungry, honestly, because I come home from work and it's like, alright, the barber says 6:30. First time doing like a house call in terms of getting my haircut at home. So crazy, I know. But 6:30, I'm like, I did it. There's a chillax, man. So make sure it's everything quote unquote set up for the stream. And then I said, alright, 7:40. I'm supposed to start the stream at 8 o'clock. And I said, jeez. Barber reaches 7:40, starts haircut. I'm sorry. Maybe at least start the stream and say, give me 15 minutes. So, yeah. Alright. You see, this is the problem I have with you, Naka. You're not share the food. Yo. Jano. I just want to make sure all the scenes are good. Okay. Hold on. Something seems wrong here. Okay, there we go. This should be here. Yes, we are just making sure that every scene is Gucci. Let me just put myself here. Bam. Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah. Well, as Andrew said, 2023 can honestly go on so far. It hasn't been anything too crazy, but nothing too spicy. So yeah, but we have quite a bit to talk about as per usual. We're not going for 5 hours. That was last month, the final stream for last month with Mello and Bara, the Cloud Ninja podcast guys, Vari Studio. Yo, wow. So we're not going for 5 hours. I'll tell you that. It's about to see us in September. So I'm like, yeah, I'll try to achieve that Super Saiyan 3. I like it. But I mean, public service announcement. We have Vari Studios in the chat here. He's finally caught up with the Boruto manga, and I'm sure that we have a lot to discuss with him in the stream for tonight. And I'm sure he has a bunch of questions, which he actually started asking me from last night. So that's going to be interesting. So we definitely have quite a bit to talk about on the stream here. Hold on. Doop. Because oh my god, this is completely ridiculous, bro. I totally get you. Hold on. Okay, cool. So to make sure I'm hearing. Just want to make sure this last thing is Gucci. Desktop audio. Okay, yeah, that's works. My bad there, peeps. Alright, monitor off. Everything is on audio channel 1. Alright, so where do we start? No, we soon open up the panel for you guys to join. So let's kind of just skip over a number of things first. Boruto chapter 78. Listen, it feels so odd to say that Naruto's out of the story now. I know we've done a bunch of discussions about it, especially my Cosmic Sage Mode discussion from yesterday. But it feels so odd to say that he's out of the story and what it can mean for other characters, especially Sasuke and Boruto. I mean, since he's the main character, quote unquote. But I mean, what's next to happen? I mean, Himawari might come to the house. We might get a little scuffle between Himawari and Kawaki, which is something I am hoping we get, just to kind of temporarily, even for a short bit of time, please. Kishimoto, or the ghost of Kishimoto past, who's writing the manga. Let's just get a bit of Himawari versus Kawaki, just for a bit. If it's even for 4 pages, please. So that's one thing I'm definitely looking forward to. As Boruto himself has said on occasion, let's just kind of jump to chapter 1 for a bit there. This is, hold on, don't want to get my facts wrong. Don't want to get my car facts wrong at all. Hold on. Alright, so let's kind of jump over to this right here. Yo, this green screen effect is killing me. I don't know what's going on for this stream. But anyway. So we have chapter 1. So Boruto says, yup, I'm a ninja. But back then, I couldn't care less about being a ninja. The Hokage is the top ninja of the village. But this isn't a tale about a boy who aims to become Hokage. That was my dad's story. This is none other than my story. However, since I'm the Hokage's son, I can't help that my dad ends up being involved in my story. The shinobi whose dream came true, the Hokage. But my story begins when I was a brat who sulked about his dad not paying enough attention to him. I'll say this one more time, this is my story. Except for just a little bit at the start, it's the story of me and my dad. So, with all of that being said, I think as of chapter 78 is the kind of pseudo chapter 1 of Boruto. Because that's when Boruto's story is truly going to begin essentially. And I'm looking forward to it. Now, when it comes on to if you're taking the manga by itself and omitting the anime, Boruto is an okay main character, I would say. If we're just judging it by the manga alone, I think the appreciation that we can genuinely get for Boruto as a character is going to come from this point on. Not that these first 77 chapters haven't done, say, anything at all to progress his character, but I think there's a deeper appreciation for the character that we can get that we're not at that level of appreciation yet. Some persons more so than others, but I think there can be more, you know? So that's the thing I expect we'll be getting going into chapter 78. Yeah, like I want Himawari to be like a small scuffle between Himawari and Kawaki for just even 4 to 5 pages. It doesn't have to take up too much screen time for chapter 78, but just something we can like sink our teeth into just a bit more when it comes on to Himawari's character and what we can look forward to. And of course, you know, funny enough, I would expect either Ino's team and Sasuke to be the first to realize that, you know, Naruto's chakra has disappeared from the village, honestly. Wait. No, we can't have Himawari. We can't have Himawari die. At least not yet. Not yet. Can't manage that. But yeah, I expect Sasuke and Ino and the sensory team, they'll be the first to realize that Naruto and Hinata's chakra have disappeared from Konoha. And it would be interesting if, apart from Himawari, Sasuke is like the next person to actually show up in the to fight Koa. Well, let's not say fight it. Because it can go anyway. Because the interesting thing is a very nuanced situation where I think Sasuke will understand what Kawaki is going for, but the fact that, you know, you remove the Hokage, that is can definitely be seen as an act of aggression. So I don't think the villagers are going to take too kindly for that. Himawari getting the Tenseigan. To be honest, potentially, yeah, I could see her getting the Tenseigan. Because if whatever her potential is, if it is, well, more than likely it's Otsutsuki linked, and she has a Byakugan, you can still mix those two things, Tenseigan. So yeah, I don't think she'll die either. That'd be wild, honestly. But there's a difference between her dying and Boruto thinking she's dead. That could be a thing. You never know. So there's that. That aside, I'm kind of curious in terms of what role Amado is going to play in all this chaos, because as he said to, you know, I believe it was Ida and Damon, he has the ability to shut off Kawaki if anything. So what's going to happen? Or is it a case that Amado is going to take advantage of the chaos of the situation and just go along with whatever Kawaki wants for the interim? I want to hear what you guys think, honestly, because I don't know, it just feels like no matter how many chapters pass, it's so hard to get a read on Amado. Honestly, the man is just, it's like it just always feels like you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. Like the man just it could be genuine, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to like fully believe, and then like, you know, 10-20 chapters down the line, it's like, ha, gotcha, bitch. You thought I was a good guy. Here's me. So it's just that, honestly. So I don't know. I want to hear you guys think in terms of Amano, what's going to happen with him like going forward, because the man, I don't know. Because as it stands, I can see persons kind of trying, well, being angry at Kawaki, trying to get at him, trying to fight against him, but there's only so much persons can do. So Kawaki train him up? Nah, doubt it. I highly doubt that one. Highly doubt that one, especially since he's trying, at least for now, until the time skip, he's trying to kill Boruto. Don't see that happening. I know you could probably speculate that Kashin Koji is going to come back in and actually train somebody, maybe. I think Himawari might be the best person for him to train, honestly. I know there's this cliche of that, have Kashin Koji train Boruto, but let's put things in perspective. Let's put it in a situation where Boruto thinks Himawari is dead, and we have Kashin Koji go away with Himawari. That could be interesting, I think. So there's definitely that. Should be interesting what Sorada is going to say as well about the situation. And then, of course, as it stands right now, Kawaki isn't going to be afraid to tell like Mitsuki and Sorada, yo, I killed Boruto before, dog. I killed Boruto before. So it's going to be interesting to see how the relationship between these characters are going to go. And then there's, of course, the matter of Ida and Damon. More like they'll go with Kawaki. More than likely. So there's definitely that. Himawari and Kawaki altercation. I would say definitely a possibility. It's definitely what I want, but I don't want it to be a case where it takes away too much from the chapter. Ideally, I would want it to be like 4 to 5 pages, and then we have Kawaki move on from the scene, to go back to Boruto, and then probably Momoshiki says like, yo, whispers to Boruto through his future side, he's like, yo, this guy just sent away Naruto and he's coming back here, fam. We need to. And things just from 0 to like 100, like it's just crazy in terms of the pacing. So that's what I'm expecting. But let's pause on the manga discussion for now. As you guys already know, the Code arc is starting in the anime like, well, the next week or two. Well, 2 weeks, I would imagine, because Sasuke Retsuden isn't finished. And speaking of Sasuke Retsuden, what do you guys think about it in the anime so far? And compared to the manga version, I haven't read the chapter 7.1, I believe it is. Let me just check here. Yeah, chapter 7 part 1. Yeah, so I haven't read the latest chapter yet, but like, what do you guys think about Sasuke Retsuden? Like, has it been doing it for you guys? Because manga wise it's been doing it for me, but anime wise it's been cool, but hasn't really wowed me like visually speaking. But I do like the story in itself. Definitely a nice cool side piece, but I think it could have definitely benefited from being like a movie or OVA or something. Also, last episode Sunday coming. Interesting. Alright, so that means the anime version is going to end before the manga version, because chapter 7.1, well, 7 part 1 drops what, Sategon, and obviously the part 2 won't drop till 2 weeks from now, essentially, from Sategon. So it does seem like the anime version will end before the manga version. Yeah, I would agree. The anime version was okay at best. The manga is definitely more it for me. I think the manga paced things out. Even if they added things in comparison to the novel, I think the manga version definitely paced things a lot better for me personally. It just overall worked more. The anime just kind of felt like this is a cool story, but it just seems like an average episode of the anime for the most part. So it is what it is. But in terms of the Code art, no, like, I mean, if the car activation and the actual car arcs in the anime from like episodes 166, I recall about 165 to 220 or anything to go by, I'm expecting the Code arc to be really good, honestly. compared to the manga version in terms of the added material and fleshing things out. Because let's see, if we go to, let's just say Boruto, and we're starting from chapter 55. I think they're adapting first. Let's see, chapter 55 is legacy, but I think they would have adapted parts of chapter 55 already. Yeah, they definitely did. Yeah, it's more like 56. Yeah, because 55 they come back to the village and, you know, Code has this conversation with Ishiki essentially. Yeah, so I can more than likely see them starting with chapter 56. We have a model fixing back up Kawaki and all of that, as we can see here. Yada yada. Yeah, so we'll probably start there. Boruto, and the whole plan for Kawaki suggesting to Boruto, you can probably implant it on on Code, your Karman Code, prepare your own vessel, stuff like that. And we'll probably meet. How does chapter 56 end? Learn about the additional cyborgs, Ida and Damon. Okay, yeah, so chapter 56 ends where, you know, Ida. So it won't be long before we actually get into Ida. But I could probably see them doing like a flashback more than likely, like with how Bora was supposed to dispose of her. Maybe after she's released. But like off the top of your heads, because I don't want to just bog down the stream with going through all these chapters and everything, since we're not like exclusively focusing on Boruto for the stream. But like off the top of your head, between chapters 56 and say, I would expect the arc will end when Ida and Damon actually get to the village. So from chapter 56 to about 72, 73 thereabouts. So within that span of chapters, what do you guys think can be added to really flesh things out even more? Because I mean, we have Code going to the hideout, you know, getting Ida, unlocking her. I'm trying to remember what else happened. I know we had a bunch of the keeping up with the Uzumakis, a bit of the slower pace of the situation. Do get introduced to Damon. What else again? What else is in this section? Of course, we do have the fight against Code in the forest, that stretch of time there. We have Kawaki versus Kawashiki versus Borushiki, essentially, in the forest. So there's that, and we have Naruto in his quote-unquote new stage mode doing nothing. But I digress. What else? What else happens in this section here? Hold on. So I can't remember, because I'm trying to think if there's like a major necessity in terms of adding additional material. Now, adding extra material regarding Code will be a given, I would imagine. Probably some additional flashbacks and stuff to make Code feel more like there's more substance to him. Maybe Kishi could work with them and give them like more of his backstory of why he worships the Otsutsuki and why he kind of loves them so much. That would be nice. I'm just kind of curp and skim through the chapters here. Of course, we do have the whole training session, Team 7 training session. That should be nice to see. That could be a nice animated scene there, in terms of Kawaki kind of just disagreeing with, you know, the team in terms of the whole shinobi training and what sense does it make, essentially. That's going to be very important, because it kind of it's kind of part of the foundation of his current mentality that he has in chapter 77, where he doesn't feel shinobi are going to be like a thing that's strong enough to defend against the Otsutsuki, and kind of plays a role in why he sends Naruto away, essentially. Quote unquote, or aka the age of shinobi is over. So Okay, 59 is Knights, which is where Daemon is introduced. And of course, Amado subtly places back karma on Kawaki, essentially. Of course, we have a bit of the Sumere Amado drama. Sasuke does go off on a mission to try to track them down at one point, as in the Land of Snow, in terms of Ida, code, and everything. We could probably get a bit more, like, in terms of Sasuke, in regards to that. Boom, boom. We could definitely also play off the anime only material and tie it into the manga stuff, because they'll definitely more than likely like do that. We're gonna have a lot of Naruto Kawaki moments with the family and all of that, etc. We have Kawaki getting the headband for the first time. I mean, granted, I would love to see how they will change like this scene right here. Because you know he did go on that mission to get a headband before, so I'm curious how they're gonna change this in the arc. So there's that. I'm kind of just breezing through, guys. Let's see, 6-1. Eventually, Kawaki does sneak out. Yeah, I think they can build on in terms of more Sasuke episodes in the arc to expound on it. But you see, the thing is, because it's quote unquote Kishimoto handling this section of the arc, is like it already feels like it's paced at such a rate that he doesn't really need to be expounded on, apart from like some key things like, you know, Code and Sasuke, like I'm saying. I don't know, but that's just me. That is just me. Hold on there. Hold this. 277. Hold on, people. Four eight seven eight. Oh, something. Yeah, my bad. So there's that. But all in all, I think the code arc is going to be interesting, to say the least. Hold on. Where are you? Where are you? Let's see. There's something I'm missing here. Alright, so that aside, is anybody else going through Bleach withdrawals? Like, honestly, like February, rest of February, March, April, May, June. Kyle, remember, is it June or July? Core 2. Well, our part 2 is supposed to drop for Bleach. Because, bruh, this is more than serious, dog. Like, I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out, honestly. July. So February, March, April, May, June, July. Jeez. Listen, all I'm saying is that at some point, like, I know it's going to be worth the wait, but jeez, man. I would have been good with it being April, honestly, but July. But between the additional scenes and everything, yo, if it was October, it'd be wild, bro. No. No, yo, October would have been wild, dog. Honestly, like, I couldn't manage that one day. Honestly, that would be wild. Like if it was October again, it would have been like, it would have had to been like, movie quality would be an understatement, bro. Like, that would be like if Ufotable spent like 5 years on one episode of Demon Slayer to make it look like 10 dimensional. 10 dimensional. Yo, honestly, that would be ridiculous, honestly. But as we've talked about it before, like considering they'll be putting in more fight scenes, it's understandable why they want the additional like well 6 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 7 months to polish it and everything, especially since we're getting more fight scenes. And obviously there should be like a decent distance in animating these fight scenes given how animation works. But between Kubo kind of overseeing and putting in more, well, taking out cultured content, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad. 12 dimension. Yo, I don't lie. Like, if Ufotable spent 5 years on one Demon Slayer episode, jeez, peace. I'm just remembering like the the climax of season 2. And speaking of which, like Demon Slayer is what, in April, right? And they're doing a bunch of like early releases in theaters for like the first episode of the season. So that's the next thing too. Like Demon Slayer being like the quality is awesome, but like we just kind of feel like they're milking it. Like like let's drop it in the movie theater. And like let's do some creative gymnastics in terms of packaging it and getting as much money from it as possible. Let's air the last 2 episodes of season 2 and stack on the first episode of season 3. Let's air that in theaters and everything. No, listen, may I come to the Attack on Titan. Don't get it twisted. I'm getting there. But yo, honestly, it's crazy ridiculous. I see it as milking, but in a more creative way in terms of how they're packaging it every season. But I was talking with a co-worker, Patrick, who was on the stream for last month, and we were saying that maybe after because season 3, at least this part, is the Swordsmith Village arc. For those who read the manga, minor spoilers, but after that they have like a training arc after that, which they could probably fit into season 3, like if it's 20 some episodes, I would believe. And then they could do like the final arc in like 2 movies. I know, I'm just saying. I think we've discussed this already more than likely, but 2 movies would be a nice touch. Listen, the amount of money they would make, especially for like the second part of like movie, like Infinity Castle Part 1 and Part 2. Listen, I'm just seeing Demon Slayer breaking records. I'm surprised. Do they have Demon Slayer water? Like, I've joked about that before, but they must have some Demon Slayer water. Me searching Demon Slayer water and getting like the like water Hashiras. But yeah, that's the thing. But I'm looking forward to it, especially in terms of like, I don't think they'll make any changes to like Demon Slayer. I know persons wanted more from the ending, but I don't think they'll do that. But I don't know how you guys feel about a potential change of the ending if you're a manga reader, so I don't want to spoil too much, if at all. But the ending had some potential to, I would say, expound into like another arc, but yeah, the author just decided to end it instead. So just kind of wrap things up pretty fast at between the last like 2 to 3 chapters there. Yeah, true. 12 dimensional. Yes, sir. But the elephant in the room, Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, part 1, in what, a month's time, a month and a few days. Like, I'm confused because it seems that Attack on Titan, some are saying it's going to be like, part 1 is going to be like few episodes and part 2 a few episodes, but some persons say like it's gonna be one long TV special for part 1 and then one long TV special for part 2, and that the plan was originally to air like this massive mega like part 3 episode, maybe like 2 hours or something. So I've been hearing a lot of things. Like most manga with crappy endings, the author was forced to end it. Based on what I was hearing at the time when Demon Slayer was ending, didn't the author have like some family situation, so she had to, kind of just wrap things up, essentially. Because with the amount of money, listen, especially like when I'm watching, like, say, Fun Never World, when you're on his Fun Never News channel, like on a Saturday, when he's covering like top best-selling manga of the week, and Demon Slayer is still there, even though it's done years now. It's ridiculous. That name is a PDF file. Yo, but seriously, it would have been awesome if we had gotten like Attack on Titan like in one big 2.5 hour finale. I know some persons are still clinging to the hope of AOE. Like if you're an AOE person in like about Attack on Titan, listen. Yeah, we're going to watch it though. If it goes up to even part 26 and probably ends the same time One Piece ends, but like we're just going to meme it though. That's the thing. We're going to meme it. That's all I'm saying. But like, any predictions on when part 2 is going to drop? Because I don't think there's any official word apart from it being this year as well. But if I were a betting man, I would guess that Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, part 2, final edition, is going to be maybe the end of summer, maybe. Because if it's going to be one big episode for that March airing, then oh wait, hold on, getting a call here. Yeah, sorry about that, bros. But Mappa doing Vinland Saga, Attack on Titan, then One Punch Man. I don't know why Mappa take up so much projects. Well, granted, obviously it's the management and planning committee or whatever that's responsible for taking so much projects, but it's just wild to me, bro. No other studio can take that up. It's crazy. But One Punch Man season 3, yo. Was there any date for One Punch Man season 3? Like, was there any like date like released or anything? Because I do remember seeing the poster with like the promo pic with Saitama and Garo, but I don't remember if there was a particular year or date on it. That's the thing. That is the thing. And are we getting Chainsaw Man again at some point this year? Because honestly, I really would love to get some more Chainsaw Man. But funny enough, for those of you that were here last week Wednesday, I did start Kaiju number 8. At least I gave my first impressions on Kaiju number 8, Marshall and Undead Unlock. All awesome series. That was a fun stream. Just pure laughter. It's ridiculous. I definitely recommend those 3 series. Undead is getting Undead. Well, all 3 of them are getting anime, but I think Kaiju is number not number. It's next year, if memory serves right. So that's the thing. Alright, cool. Yeah, so Mappa doing 1,000,001 different series. Very interesting. Alright, at this point, earphones. Yes, sir. It's time to open up the Discord panel. Let's see here. You know, it would have been funny if I like opened Discord and I just saw that one of you guys are already in the voice channel. That would have been funny. Alright, so here we are in Discord. Let's put this over here. We're over here. Alright, so whenever you guys are ready to join, I think I have most things set up. So it's a manhwa, is that your thing, or the only manhwa? It's not really? I know manhwa is like, quality is good, but why only? Or is it that you're just up to date with most manga series that you read that is like, I'm just move on to manhwas and thing. I want to know. Let's see. How much do I have this set to? Okay, we have it set to 15 persons. Who are we? And the man, the myth, the legend, the rising YouTube star, the Geldem Sugar Muffin!
Yeah. Oh, how do I even respond to that?
No. Nah, just go with the flow. Nah, you just put on the suit, the tuxedo, and say, "Yes, that's me." Yo,
oh boy.
I'll go on, bro.
So I go on.
Bro, I'm there. Tired, hungry, all sorts of foolishness.
Me too, I just done full my belly before I jump on because this hungriness here, never normal.
Can't imagine, man. Honestly. Well on there, we have Zola in the chat. And do you sometimes regret reading manga and never get another surprise when you watch the anime? To be honest, I've kind of gone like made peace with that phase because especially when I started Naruto in 2006 and then I started reading the manga, I think it was in late 2007. And to be honest, it didn't feel like it took away from the experience of like that shock factor of knowing what's going to happen, or not knowing what's going to happen, and kind of ruin that for myself by reading the manga. I didn't think it took away from the experience. Like when you have something at this level and you kind of surpass it, it's like reading the manga to me and knowing what's going to happen kind of shifts things over like horizontally to kind of produce a different type of experience, because now that you know what's going to happen, it's like, okay, let's see how they adapt it, let's see if they make any changes. So I don't think it takes away. What do you think about that, Kyle? Like, reading the manga, does it take away from watching the anime for you?
I've never struggled with that personally. Maybe it's because I grew up in the realm of spoilers, because even before I touched my first manga, I was watching YouTube videos on spoiling every single thing, especially when it came on to Naruto, because Naruto was the first manga I read. But I was watching anime long before that. And when I read the manga, and then, I don't know, I did go through the glum phase of the pretentious phase of knowing everything that's about to happen, and boasting about it to everyone. But I didn't go through the phase of saying, "Oh, it's already revealed in the manga. Why am I watching it here?" Or, "Oh, this is a huge." No, I didn't. I was happy to see anything animated. It's like for me, once it's animated, it cements that hey, this thing is real, and I can appreciate it even more. So
Yeah, true. And it was interesting talking to like my non manga reader friends and say, yo, this gonna happen to dog. Yo, just wait dog, this gonna happen. Yo, you have no like kind of hyping them up. So, that was part of the experience,
yeah.
honestly. So it was nice. And especially back then, like 2007, 8, 9 coming up when you have I'm obviously watching Naruto and Bleach weekly. And of course,
yes.
we have a bunch of fillers. So I'm just saying, reading the manga, best decision.
Tell me about it.
Trust me. So that's just that. But yeah, bro, like, I might even just make something to eat while I'm here on stream because me no business. Me no business. But me have to go, tactical with it. Well, on, me just, me come there. Me just step away.
When hungry, Carl.
So, we're gonna get all we need. We're gonna put them on the table here. And we're just gonna look about 78. If you think I have no shame, you'd be right. Alright, hold on. I got my earphones back in. Hold on. Okay, now you can go ahead because now I can actually hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so okay, go ahead while I kinda just open this box of oats.
So you're the expert.
Am I really?
You you have been doing Boruto content since the inception of Boruto.
Yes, sir.
And I recently completed the Boruto manga. Right? All 77 chapters.
Woohoo!
And as you know, I have a shit ton of questions.
Yes, sir.
When it comes on to certain things. And I'm hoping that you can enlighten me.
It should be fun.
Right?
Maybe that many mellow and bar for this, but let's go.
So the first question I'm going to start out with, it's a character that I'm most interested in.
Yeah.
Within the series, of course, Kashin Koji or Koji Kashin, any way you want to throw his name, right? So we all know he's a clone of Jiraiya Sensei, right? The man, the myth, the legend,
the man of culture, man of culture,
the Toad Sage, the guy who took on all of the pains. So his story was legendary.
Yeah.
Cool. But my question is this. How the hell did they get to clone his DNA?
Like they would joke back in the day, like the answer to everything is Hashirama DNA. The answer to everything these days is Shibai DNA, dog. It's clearly that somehow we managed to make Amado made some. Okay, of course this is just me speculating, but let's just roll with it like it's gospel. Yeah.
All right.
So my suspicion is he had some ridiculously powered cyborg with Shibai DNA that could survive the pressures of the ocean and somehow retrieve Jiraiya's body, which you would think would have been rotted, or no, probably the sea would preserve it, or I don't know, something like that. But yeah, let me just pour this almond milk here. Yes, sir. Oh.
Almond milk, real rich.
Listen, dog. Just let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's calm down.
Okay. So here is my theory.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want you to hear me out on this theory, right?
Yeah.
This theory sprouted up the moment a what's that? A fifth Otsutsuki appeared.
Listen, bro.
um, Shibai
The
Otsutsuki,
strongest person in the
right?
verse.
Yeah. Now, this theory also ties in with Amado's little secret that he's keeping, because we all know that there's something that he's not saying,
The god of sus,
right?
yes.
Right. Even the girl, I think, when she looked in his past, she the way she acted, the way she said what she said to confirm that he had a kid,
Mm-hmm.
shows me that she isn't saying something about him as well, right? Maybe Metro sus too hard, but his tone, his actions as well, right? So they're saying that the way he created their bodies was through what, extracting DNA from Shibai, or using Shibai's body as the base for all of them.
To me, it seemed like similar to something like how characters would transplant Hashirama DNA. It seems like that, but it seems like a step forward, step above that too, and they're somehow remodeled into cyborgs as well. So it's not just like DNA transplant; it's like a combination of transplant and actually remodel them, like some Android 17 and 18 type of deal.
Yeah. So apparently Shibai casted off his body and ascended into God knows where, and left his body behind. Right?
Yeah.
Now, I have a couple questions about that. Um, how would I put it? How would I put it? Shibai got to a stage where even his body would grant miracles to happen, right? It's almost like the Hokyoku in a way. Whatever you wish to see happen can happen based on the miracles that he casted,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I believe that that's how these particular droids are able to function, how they can function, and how he can completely change over somebody's body from a human body to something akin to be able to contain an Otsutsuki's power. If you understand what I mean. Or is that shooting too far into the sun?
No, man, I get what you're saying. Like, you think just transplanting because like similar to like back in the day where some characters couldn't really handle like the whole Hashirama DNA. For example, like how Orochimaru experimented on a number of kids to get somebody with wood style, and ended up with Yamato, but those kids died before Yamato. You'd be basically saying it's something similar to that, where he could probably tap into Shibai's powers before he, ascended to kind of transform their bodies essentially to like contain this new DNA.
Yeah. A lot like that, and because of Shibai's own DNA itself being able to, as I put it, grant even the most ludicrous miracles to happen, he can then create something that is far beyond what the world is currently capable of. Right? So then now comes the question, what is Amado hiding?
That's a good question.
There must have been something that he discovered about Shibai that only he knows, right? And why is it that nobody else is interested to finding Shibai's body
Bro, I'm asking
if,
the same
if
thing
Amado has
because
access to it?
Shikamaru was the only person that asked. It was like, oh no, he's dead. This is not important, etc. etc. And
Not important.
like everybody just dropped it. Like, okay, cool, let's move on. No big deal.
Wait. Did we all forget that an entire war was started and maintained using the cells of a long dead, most powerful shinobi referred to as the god of shinobi? Come on. Why isn't anybody more interested in it? Probably the scientist guy is interested in it. Maybe I'm not say it out straightforward, but I know that he's probably interested in it. But it seems that everybody else is like, oh, okay, that's not important. Let's just fight what we see before us. And they're like, these guys are aliens from another freaking realm, if you can even put it like that, another universe. Of course, their cells are different but the same. But different, I wouldn't. There's so much about that lies within an Otsutsuki's body that is just different. You get me? And I just
It's so stressed out, dog.
I am stressed out because then what happens is questions start popping up. If it's the case where you had to augment a body, a human body, to contain an Otsutsuki, how is it that Boruto have a karma and manifesting Momoshiki without going through the process of altering his body, his DNA? Is it because that he's Naruto's son? What?
But I mean, his DNA is being overwritten by Momoshiki. But hold on, I guess I should call you Dip now.
Yep. How's it going?
Not bad, man. It's been a while. What's up?
Good. I've been, keeping up with school, so I haven't kept up with your streams yet. But I had some free time, so I might as well pop in.
Yeah. Yeah, respect, man. How's school been going though?
Stressful as usual.
Sounds like you're doing it right then.
Yeah.
Well, as you heard here, Kyle has caught up to the Boruto manga, so he's stressing out.
Kyle is having an emotional meltdown. That's what Kyle's having.
I was hearing about the Otsutsuki.
Yeah. Funny, what did you think about the last few chapters, man?
Like which few chapters from where?
Boruto's chapter like 77. Alright, yeah, let's start there. Chapter 77. What did you think?
Okay. That if I wasn't ready, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10. As I really enjoyed the chapter as it obviously we got to know or the context behind what Kawaki meant in the first scene of Boruto, I guess, where I'll send you where I sent the 7th, as obviously now it's hinting towards the time skip as we all waited for. So all the puzzles and all the pieces are connecting together, and from now I think onwards I can see Kishimoto going all out towards a build-up of the time skip where I guess it would be a good payoff.
I'm sorry, guys. I have no home training. My mouth is just full. I'm sorry. I'm just hungry, man. No.
Chew your food and swallow. Come on. Oh, good. But yes, Kawaki Rising is trending. It's time for him to really show us what he's been plotting. It's time to kill all the Otsutsukis regardless. Doesn't care. Eliminate them with utter prejudice. He has become the Terminator of Otsutsukis.
The man is on his Eren Yeager arc, my dog. That's what's going on.
Man is like, Otsutsu, I don't even want to hear the all of y'all die now. I'm like, and funny enough, I support this. I'm like, yeah, bro, go all out. Have your Eren Yeager moment. Have your Sasuke redemption arc. I don't care. Just go all out. We need some conflict.
But funny enough, like what you're mentioning with like Shibuya thing, since Kawaki heard about Shibuya, I'm wondering if at some point Kawaki's like, oh, I'm gonna need to ascend too, so I can kill Shibuya in the next dimension, just to be sure. But I'm wondering how that would go.
I don't think that Kawaki would have got that far. I mean, he's like, oh, this guy is in a next realm, a next plane of existence. Why should I go that far when I could just protect the Hokage from here, Like, you get me? I mean, if the guy comes here, I'll have to, get a power boost and beat his ass. But for right now, there's only one Otsutsuki in front of me. So might as well just kill the one that I have in front of me now and deal with others as they come along, and then crush the others.
No, makes sense, but why? As the story develops, we don't know how his psyche might, spiral out of control.
Remind me of something. The Otsutsuki is on the moon. They died.
Yeah, it's only 20 years left.
Yeah, Daenerys is the only one.
Okay. All right. Okay, makes sense. All right. Cool beans.
I did have a question regarding one of the characters in Boruto.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really. It's more of a can you see this happening so kind of moment that obviously one of the major characters that kind of know that Kawaki killed Boruto is Sumire, right?
Yeah.
And I've always been and I am still a fan of Sumire's character, and I think that she's I mean she is well liked, but she's not getting the love or the praise that she deserves within the story. Can you see onwards after this a Sumire push within the manga or the anime to kind of get her over within the fans? Not saying she isn't, but kind of like, oh, like she's gonna be one of the vital characters that plays a role in helping, I guess, Konoha.
I definitely can see that happen. I think that's what chapter 76 was going for, with the whole, Sumire, Sarada, and Ida, like setting the foundation of that dynamic. Because if they're the only characters that can really handle her at the moment, like outside of like Boruto and Kawaki, then I think it'd be a wasted opportunity on Kishimoto's part if he doesn't follow up with that too. Build that emotional connection between Sumire, Sarada, and Ida, and then have them have a falling out. And by extension, you can still push, Sumire from a combat standpoint, so she can actually make the killing blow on Ida, if anything. So yeah, I can definitely see Sumire getting some push.
I see that more in the anime as rather than the manga, to be honest. If that makes sense. I see that storyline branching off as a part of the anime as opposed to the manga itself. Maybe a one panel in the manga, but probably the anime would expound with what, 15, 16 more episodes as a side story or something like that. Filler, yes, filler. That's it.
I mean, they could do that. But I don't know. I feel like Ida's too instrumental of a character. She's too important of a character for them not to at least give that dynamic enough screen time in the manga. Probably no matter how you slice and dice, they'll still milk to all hell when it comes on to the anime. But yeah.
Okay.
No, my bowl is empty. Fetch me another.
Well, that was fast.
I mean, it's just, some oats and milk and pumpkin seeds and banana. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Sounds like a lot.
Alright. I feel like Luffy, I'm good to go again and ready to discuss with you guys. Who do we have here? Wait, Andrew? Well on.
Going. Then
Another month, another stream.
I tell you, time I go fast.
Yeah, it's basically December again already.
Whoa.
Yo, bro, listen to me. When I talk to my mother.
Call it down so quick.
Yo, wait, hold on. Yeah, but Bro, listen, the year just feel like it go by fast already.
And yo, me I tell you, the lecturer here wants to stress me out already.
Jeez, peace. You take Ewing or
Michael.
oh. Yeah, alright,
So
boy.
it's like I'm doing music. I major in music, so they want us to learn like 7 songs before March, like, and it's hard to.
And with the
I
February
want
already. Oh, you got managed just in a 1 month, my youth.
I do not know what you have to do.
Shadow clone jutsu.
But all that, when they disperse, all that stress I come back to me now. Long time.
Yo, when that you see when that sleep hits after you disperse the shadow clones, bruh. Trust me, naga normal. Naga normal.
If the Hokage can do it, you can do it too.
Hokage, children birthday for that. So,
but this stream almost feels a bit centered around you though, Kyle. Like, but yeah, let's continue. So, yeah, as you were saying though, Kyle, you take the lead at this point.
So I take
the way you
alright.
must.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to go back to the Otsutsukis, right? Where I'm omitting Shibai for now.
Yeah.
We're going right back to Kagaya and Ishiki is his name?
Yeah.
Kaguya.
Yeah.
Kaguya and Ishiki, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we all can agree that Ishiki was stronger than her, right?
Well, yeah.
We look, because the whole she switching dimensions kind of make me feel like she's stronger in a way, but because it's been a long time since then, I don't know. I don't think so.
So you think it might have been a case where Kage was stronger before, but since it's been like, I don't know, 1,000 years, that Ishiki just got stronger?
No, I think that Kaguya got stronger during the 1,000 years.
Well, yeah, but
continue, Kyle.
The thing that Kyle is going to go for is the fact that how was Kaguya able to beat Ishiki? That's what he's going for, essentially.
Yeah, I'm definitely going for that, because in the manga panels, when I saw it in the manga panels, wasn't his legs like chopped off?
Yes.
But like, they caught her off guard though, so caught him off guard though.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying. They said that.
Like, we know.
I'm just saying.
We know what kind of go through, because you know, like, alright, on paper, right? And me and Cal were discussing this last night. On paper, yeah, Naruto and Sasuke are stronger, but it's like, seeing them in action, it doesn't feel or seem that way. So it's like in this situation, it's like, must say, Ishiki get caught off guard? Oh dang it, he has been caught off, like surprised before. Like, you know, when before they went for their final fight and Sasuke threw his sword and he was actually Boruto, etc., whatever. But it just seemed hard to believe.
But look on this, Sanji.
Yeah.
You remember that moment she came to Earth and it's like, this is so unlike her. It's like, probably, kind of, our actions kind of, caught even Ishiki off guard too. So it's like, I don't know how to explain, but maybe Ishiki kind of trusts Kaguya to that point. Because I'll say it before, because you can't really power level people in Naruto, because it's not really the power of the strength or like how much power this person have. Because Ishiki is like drinking alone. But I think it's a power you have in Naruto and where you use it. I don't know. Probably I'm.
No, you're not. No, I wouldn't say you're wrong, but I think that only goes up to a certain point. You know, that one goes up to a certain point. Like, Like,
because with modern overwhelming power can actually beat your cleverness, because even when Shika died, no, I said Shika died, Shikamaru and when Shikamaru for the name Shikaku.
is it
Shikaku.
yeah.
So, yeah, make up a plan, or they Mother and Obito kind of just easy go through it and just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So sometimes overwhelming power beats like the cleverness and
And
stuff.
strategy. Yeah. It only goes up to a certain point, essentially.
But look at Hidan. You could say Hidan is stronger than Shikamaru, but you
Yeah,
kind of
definitely. But you know, the strategy.
yeah.
The difference in power is not that great. Where the strategy wouldn't be effective. That's what it comes down
Yes,
to.
so it's like you can't really use power level against certain characters or in certain situations. When the plot wants it to move, they're going to say, "Oh, caught off guard," or Naruto win a lot of fights, and not because he is stronger than the opponent all the time. Look on the Kiba fight, brother. The
That's
man
true.
fought.
That is true. Ridiculous, honestly. So I mean, it could have even been a case where, like, even Kaguya's whole Ashbone thing. Maybe she had it before she ate the
Oh,
chakra fruit, and she probably hit Ishiki with it, and Ishiki had to like just cut off part of his body, like the lower half. It could have even been that too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this whole Ishiki and Kaguya thing needs to get fleshed out more to me, because why did she do it? Yeah, yeah. Then she said it's filler, because what they show in the anime is considered as filler.
yeah.
Because she said, "Oh, you want to stop all this fighting to the do that bang there and stuff." So yeah.
I like how you put that.
Yo, honestly, no, like,
Alright.
um, before we going more into like Kyle's experience catching up, like in terms of the upcoming code arc, what would you guys want to see, like, expanded upon?
Um. hmm.
Oh, I said this in the chat, but I don't think Himawari is going to go any further.
Really?
I want her to be more fleshed. No, listen, I want her to be more involved, but it's a thing about Boruto losing everything.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be like when she find out like Kawaki did this. I think she's going to be this kind of rage thing. The same thing that happened to Boruto when he pulled on the teddy bear and fall apart. It's like she was possessed. I
Yeah.
think she's going to kind of fight Kawaki like that and
Mm.
kind of hurt her really bad, like cripple her or something.
Ooh.
Or probably worst case scenario, kill her.
Hmm.
Because she's getting in the way of the goal of protecting Naruto and killing Boruto. It's like Kawaki is like goal driven. If you're in the way in a business, Naruto is top priority at everything.
But you don't think that would be a nice opportunity to build on the whole? She's apparently in the same tier as Damon, like potential wise. Maybe she could tap into some of that potential.
No, there's a lot of things I would want happening, but I'm following like the storyline. He's losing things. Boruto is losing things.
Like, I don't have a problem with, like, say, Himawari tapping into her potential and losing to Kawaki, but I think, like, for the best of both worlds, I think it'd be more like, I personally, I just think it'd be better if it's a situation where Boruto thinks Kawaki killed Himawari and like Himawari goes missing or something along the lines of that. Like,
So it's like Damien say, "Oh, she's powerful. Sis, make Kawaki take her with us if he's leaving the village, or
No,
train her or something."
I wouldn't say that.
That's what I mean.
I'd be more like Kawaki versus Himawari. Himawari taps into her potential, kind of keeps up with Kawaki for a bit. Kawaki eventually overpowers her because she kind of, goes back to normal. She gets really injured to the point where, I don't want to say that Kawaki uses space time to send her away too, but it has to be a situation where Boruto thinks like she's either dead as well or something along the lines of that, or maybe
Or
even
like a coma.
yeah, or even
Like a coma.
or it's probably could be even framed to the point where it could be framed like even Kawaki thinks he killed her, but at the last second maybe Kashin Koji comes back in and saves her, or something wild and out there like that. Who knows?
So, like, you probably would even send her to the same place to send Naruto
Yeah.
and Naruto train her in the dimension or something. I don't know.
I just think that the whole plot point with her is like from chapter 77 is too big to remove her from the story, dog. That just seems like it would be like such a massive waste to me.
Plot twist, maybe. I don't know. But I just saying, I just following.
Yeah.
He's going to lose everything. So I just sticking with that.
Yeah.
So either she gets sent away or Kawaki, as I said, Kawaki think like, oh, killed Bertha thinks that she's dead or something.
Yeah.
Or coma. You know?
Yeah. What about
But
you?
I
On the
just sticking with it.
In regards of what I want to see.
yeah, like going forward because they'll be adapting from about chapter 56.
So this
My estimation is
So-
that they'll go up until about chapter 72 or 73 in terms of adapting. So, I don't know, I guess just off the top of your head, based on what you can remember
Okay.
from those chapters, what would you want to see the anime really, add?
So this is so obviously this kind of arc is revolving around Code, and Kawaki heavy,
Yeah,
with obviously this sprinkling Boruto and Naruto and those, but it's mainly Kawaki Code centric, right?
yeah,
So the first thing I want to see is you know how Kawaki was reflecting upon himself when he was walking around the village. He's kind of like eating by himself.
yeah,
With kind of that kind of specific scene, maybe kind of. I'm not saying drag it out, but kind of make it emotional, I guess.
mm-hmm.
Kind of
That's
make us feel that this guy is really going through it, right? He's kind of like he has internal struggles that he's not sure if he's really part of this village or not. So kind of make it, and also in regards of Code, kind of expand upon his thing. I mean, in the manga, obviously, we all saw there were 50-50 on Code. People were starting to hate him. People were starting to like him.
yeah,
So kind of, in order to kind of save his character, how many of the car members were kind of, I guess, better shown in the anime than the manga. Like Boro and all of them were given kind of like some sort of light with some sort of emotions into them.
yeah,
So kind of have Code have more emotions and like expand upon his dialogue, I guess. So my main thing is I don't really know any specific scenes, but just make it kind of if you the main message kind of make it Kawaki Code centric, obviously, but kind of more in depth when they're on the screen or something like that.
Alright. I definitely get what you're saying. Like even the scene you're referring to with Kawaki, like walking through the village, because I think that's the same scene where Shikadai comes to him. If it's even like a one episode where Kawaki has to, I don't know, deal with like a random villager and the dynamic between him and the villager goes like sour or something like that, just to kind of sell the whole Kawaki. I'm not really sure about being in the village.
Yeah.
And back to you, Kyle.
What's happening?
I know you haven't watched a lot of the anime, but from what you can
More like
remember,
none.
yeah. All right. So from what you can remember from chapters 56 to say 72, is there anything you wanted to be done better? Because more than like that's going to be seen in the anime. Fingers crossed.
I honestly don't. I can't say, to be honest. I can't say.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's a lot of dialogue between those chapters, so I guess it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, it's a
blending
lot
into
of-
one.
trust me, I know it's a lot of reading. So I'm being honest with you, some of the reading I just literally just browse over.
Yeah, understand. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. But all in all, like from experience, dog, I can tell you that when the anime does adapt like canon arcs from the manga, it's usually top tier. I would say. Honestly, like the Chunin exams, like redoing the Boruto movie, like overall it's a better experience, I would say, than the movie. Especially episode 65, I always preach that. The car arc was definitely better in the anime versus the manga. So trust me, like if you even go to like something even simpler, like the fight between Team 7 and O, which I think you would have seen in chapters what 18 to 22.
Yeah, I always knew he was evil. Like
Yeah.
he just emulated that evil vibe, you know?
Like if you watch that fight in the anime, you would be much more satisfied with that fight in the anime, honestly.
Okay. I haven't watched that yet. I've watched the Ishiki versus Naruto and Sasuke fight part 1. I haven't seen part 2.
I mean,
I watched when Kawaki just did arrive and fight the guy without the chin, and then I watched the recent one I watched today.
Yeah.
Was when they were getting back Naruto from that
from Boru. Yeah.
from the soup pot. Yeah. So you know, yeah, I'm just going through them one by one to see. Probably tomorrow I'll do the other 2 and then let you know my thoughts on that.
Alright, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I was gonna say, I mean, when you said Ishiki versus Naruto and Sasuke, you mean Sasuke being used as a football and you know, and Ishiki complaining about his Rinnegan all the time.
Yep. Pretty much.
The damn Rinnegan.
Doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Momoshiki made sure of that.
Yes, Momoshiki.
Honestly, I think I might. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think Momoshiki is the real MVP of the entire Boruto series. You know, he gave us some of the best dialogue, some of the best fights, and now he's pretty much taken over the post of the Nine-Tailed Fox. So,
yeah. Like, I would agree with you because, like, I didn't feel that way, but when we got to the Momoshiki versus Code fights, and he was like, you know, like spamming Razengans. I don't know, something about Momoshiki, something about him in that moment. He just had this presence on panel. I don't know, man. He just seemed like cooler than ever for some reason to me.
Yup.
He has a very cool demeanor.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo,
what you expecting the code art though?
Huh?
Like what part you expect? Momoshiki, Borushiki versus code thing?
As in,
what are you
looking forward to the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that section in the forest where we had, you know, like Momoshiki versus Code, Boruto versus Code, Momoshiki versus Kawaki. Those sections, like, I'm interested, especially since how the manga is framed. I'm interested to see how they extend and change the fight scene, you know, because obviously they're going to extend it and make it better.
I don't know if you would wait. So that I heard on Twitter, like, because the animation, because on Twitter the persons who work like with the animation on Boruto, kind of more vocal there, and so like expect like a more extended version of Kawaki and Code back when they just got the karmas. So like a flashback.
Yeah. I mean,
so they say, oh, you expect that.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected because, like you were saying, like people were already 50-50 on Code, and getting a bit more on his backstory, apart from, like, you know, making up the episode count, because no matter how you slice and dice it, we're still very close to the manga, so they'll have to buy time. But this, like, getting a extended, fleshed out thing between Kawaki and Code when they just got the karma, that would be good, because That would help to still code a bit more. At least get us to empathize with him a bit more, I suppose.
I think
The
Coach
kind, you
cool,
see,
my
the
guy.
animators are kind of hyping it up a lot because it's like, oh, the animation is going to be good.
Well, I hope, because Sasuke Ritsen is not selling me on the animation, clearly.
Yeah, because they got a lot of backlash on Twitter since the PowerPoint presentation they gave during that ending of the Funato arc there.
Bruh,
So
I have still not, like, you see that stretch of episodes from 235 to the end of the whole Kawaki Himawari class.
yeah,
Yeah, I haven't watched those episodes. I have not watched
yeah,
those
but
episodes.
they got they got some bashing from everybody, and it was like almost like a PowerPoint presentation for real.
Bruh, God,
The
that's
last part of that arc.
horrible, bro.
But they're
Honestly.
saying like, oh, they don't have enough time and all this, but I don't know.
Good excuse.
No,
Oh,
bro,
God.
like honestly, like I was watching after like Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto versus Ishiki. I was watching, we watched that, tuning exams again, and then I get to episode 234, and I'm like, bruh, this is not keeping my interest, dog. It's nice seeing Kawaki with Team 7 on a mission, but it just wasn't keeping my interest, honestly.
Well, the manga, as I said, the manga always, when the manga content comes around, always,
Yeah, it's always good.
it's always good. More than when they adapt it, it's better than the manga.
Exactly. Like, what more can we
Yeah.
ask for?
Well.
Alright, go ahead, Kyle.
Demon Slayer level of animation. Anybody? Come
Well,
on.
I mean now you're kind of pushing it into wishful thinking.
No,
Yo,
that
let,
I
they,
can dream.
let's not get ahead of
I'm
ourselves.
still from it Tsukiyomi kind of dream that.
But to be fair,
Oh,
to
God.
be fair, this is the same studio that's doing Bleach, but apparently it's just not getting the same love, eh?
Well, as I said, they're hyping it up, so I don't know. Probably they're using Boruto as practice for bleaching this summer.
Yo, that would be hilarious,
Oh,
honestly.
R.I.P. Oh God.
One thing I want to talk about and tie it into a concern I know Kyle definitely wants to talk about tonight is, and of course, let me triple tie this up with the whole Cosmic Sage Mode video I did yesterday. It's the power of Naruto and Sasuke, and I mean we've talked about this before, but now that Kyle is up to date, he can definitely join in the conversation. But let's start here. How do you guys feel about Naruto coming back with a power up? Let's start there.
It's a must. It's a must.
How do you feel, Omdip? Naruto with a power up coming back.
So, after being what come.
So say he's sealed for well, obviously he's still sealed by time
Okay,
the
so-
time skip. So he should have
Okay.
3 to 4 years sealed
Yeah.
away. So but the prediction is that he's just in another dimension where he can still move around, he can still train, he might be on another planet where he can interact with other persons maybe, but he just can't get back to Earth. So the whole idea is that he would come back with a power-up, essentially.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm okay with Naruto having a power up as long as it's not overshadowing Boruto or Kawaki anymore. Because I think by that time we would have shifted over to Boruto's story now
Yeah.
at this point, where those two are kind of like the big guys of the whole storyline.
Yeah.
So as long as it doesn't overpower or overshadow those two, I'm completely fine with it.
Alright. I think the good part about it though is that I was mentioning it in my video yesterday, is that we could probably predict our guess that Naruto will be sealed away for at least 15 chapters, probably even 20, depending on how long this thing goes. So even if he comes back with a new power up, I think it'd be more like there's an equal appreciation for Naruto and Boruto from like just wanting to see them from a combat standpoint where, okay, if that's the case, it wouldn't be overshadowing. It's like, okay, this is going on in this corner of the story. Boruto's fighting Kawaki or some Otsutsuki, and then Naruto's come back with this brand spanking new cosmic sage mode, and he's fighting like this mid-tier army of Otsutsukis or something, and just giving them the Madara treatment. So that's what I'm thinking. Kind of like the comparison I usually bring into the equation is that kind of like this Goku Cell dynamic in the Cell games, essentially, where Goku made a lot of progress, but Gohan's still the MVP at the end of the day.
Well, what I've seen, I don't know why I always have this in my head, but every time I have this feeling like they're going to have a series after Boruto. I don't know why. So that's why I'm saying, like, at the end of Boruto, you're going to have like a power. Like, imagine this. I'm not saying it's going to happen,
yeah,
but it would be cool if it happened. Like, say, this end up like this Sasuke kind of Naruto ending. They do the unison sign, everything good. Kawaki are like at peace with Boruto, they're good on everything. Then you see this whirlpool come up, like this teleportation thing come up. It's Naruto within star sage mode kind of thing.
Yeah.
That chops off Kawaki's.
What?
Just come like what how you think Naruto would be feeling trapped there for a long time? You think he going to like open arms with Kawaki again? No man, I think he would be livid right now.
Yeah, true, because like,
and well, if he
Hold on.
you said live long enough to be
Naruto, though.
like the hero.
This is a guy that chased
but
Sasuke around the world.
for years,
I'm
right?
saying I'm saying we can see a shift with Naruto character there, because it's beyond stupid to how lengthy we go sometimes, and there have to be a limit. We want to see that limit. You don't want to see that limit when Naruto just say, you know what, enough is enough.
Like, I'm curious, and I would be interested to see, but I'm wondering, like,
if they're going to change that character.
Yeah, because
big
like how Kyle just mentioned, because trust me, if something like that happened, Twitter, Facebook, IG, people are gonna be calling on and say, yo, so this man really chased Sasuke for 3-4 years. And him can't forgive this one kid. Like,
but he tried to kill his firstborn son. Potentially, probably try to kill him or this. Sasuke never reached this so far. Who Sasuke kill?
I mean, Sasuke did try to kill him though, but I mean, I can't imagine the dynamic of being a parent though. That would be like the nuance to it.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't want Naruto character for like go down a deep end, but I want to see like a limit.
Yeah.
Like enough is enough. It would be cool to see that limit for Naruto as a parent. That's all I say. You know?
Like, hey Kawaki, come here and just start choking him out.
The man would have just shrink himself, Kyle. He would have just get
Although I think there's going to be a dark ending. I don't know why I feel like that.
I mean, I think a lot of persons feel that way.
Yeah.
Because he's not a character that Kishimoto made. So it's like, I think he's going to be kind of GTA thing. Like he kills off all the characters that he never wrote about, and then just make a new series from there.
Hmm.
And you know what I getting at, like say Kawaki, whoever Amado, and just get rid of it,
Hmm.
and then just build from there. Because in the last part of Naruto, they already show the characters that Kishimoto already draw, and in the future you have Boruto Sarada. Miski was in there. I don't know. Didn't
Hmm.
see him. So,
No. As in chapter 700, you attack, right?
yeah.
No, Mitsuki was not there. No.
So I'm just saying, I think there's going to be a dark ending with Kawaki dying.
Hmm. Yeah, I could see that happening as well, honestly. But I don't think it'll be like a Naruto coming back to be the one to kill him, essentially. But
Can you see like a self-sacrifice kind of way?
I can see the self-sacrifice. Everybody must say, hey, in order for the village to prosper, I must die. Type of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
For Neverworld, we're talking about it too. But he said, like, why we want so much bad things to happen to these characters. I don't know if you saw that video, our live stream.
I'm actually halfway in that live stream. I haven't finished it yet. I should have it in a tab open here, actually. But yeah, I was catching a piece of what he was saying there.
And I kind of get it, but you need little drama. Somehow humans love the violence, but we need little drama.
I guess the story isn't spicy enough with the Hokage letting his son die.
But all right, so even back to the main arguments that what we were, tying things up together with Naruto and Sasuke power wise. So, of course, you guys don't mind Naruto coming back with a power up. Sasuke.
I think that should be taboo, putting the word power in the same sentence as Naruto and Sasuke.
Like Boruto was kind of saying this strong. Boruto saying that it's still strong, but I don't know. Maybe they're hinting at something.
Boruto clearly didn't get the memo that he's arguably on their level, if not stronger than them as well. No, so I don't know what Kishimoto was writing in Boruto's ear, but he didn't get the memo. Clearly, clearly didn't get it. But yeah, they're still strong. But like as the chapters go on in short order, we're seeing characters just coming out. Like I don't think Naruto and Sasuke are in the top 5 strongest alive characters right now. That's how ridiculous it is.
You number them. I want to hear it.
In no
you
part.
And Kyle want to hear it.
Well, in no part.
In order.
In order. All right.
Right.
I would say. I'm tempted to say Boruto would be number 5. Then we'd actually have. I'm kind of iffy on if I should put Kawaki or Code in number 4, but two of them would be either 3 and 4 essentially. But I'm wondering who would I say stronger? You would put Kawaki at 4.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Given what we were saying last stream, yeah, we could probably put Kawaki at 4 and then Code at 3, Damon at number 2. I mean, we can't even really put Himawari in it, but Himawari potential unleash on some Elder Kai thing from Dragon Ball. She's tied for number 2 with Damon. Let's put it like that. And of course, Shibai in number 1, essentially.
But he's dead though, so.
I mean, is he
dead? What kind of
Alright, wait. Alright. We can't disrespect the god of Boruto. Alright, let's say
the
persons who are still there.
On Earth.
Like in the main plot. Yeah, on Earth.
Well, we then definitely know Himawari is number one. Damon is number
Yo, we can't have the
I'd
Kylo.
I put
No man,
Boruto,
ramen. He's
Borushiki,
still alive.
and
Remember?
Kawashiki as number three. I don't know about anybody else.
I mean, Code, you have to put Code up there too.
All right. Well, Code has some magical power of reforming the Ten Tails into an army of creatures that he can control. So definitely he's up there. He's in the top. He's in the top 5 too. So I'd put him at 4. And who would be number 5? Who would
Yeah,
I put as
Boruto
number?
number 5.
No, in Kyle's listing, he put Boruto and Kawaki as equals at number 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I'm not sure who would be number 5. What's that girl's name that can charm people to death?
Oh, Ida. But that's
Ida.
that's depending on if she has, well, I think it's a given she has more fighting abilities, but she says she can't really fight.
No, she said so. She said
She
She says she has basic
Yeah.
taijutsu. She has basic taijutsu.
no.
But she has
This
strength.
taijutsu can probably turn the earth upside down. Come on.
Yo, I mean, so
Because look at Kawaki.
mhm.
Look at Kawaki. I think the first time we meet him, he was just brawling to me. He
Yeah.
doesn't have any technique. He just brawling. So
Very much so. He's so cool at the same time. Oh my god.
You know, the interesting
Angsty
thing.
teenager.
The interesting thing about Ada and Damon is that depending on if they've mastered like Shibai's, DNA or cells or whatever, they could develop other things. Because if this is a Shibai like right before he ascended, if that's the body that Amado's taking the DNA from, then Damon and Ada could just become much more powerful as time goes on, naturally. Similar to like how, it seems like Kawaki's improving as time is going on without actually training.
yeah.
Man, to train
Well-
who needs that? When I have raw power.
But it comes back to the whole Naruto and Sasuke in the Boruto era. Like, I mean, you can talk about it in so many different ways. Are they stronger than their younger selves? Which on paper, yes, but the whole how it's shown versus what we're told, it doesn't feel as impressive as when they were younger versus
No.
the type of opponents they're going up
right.
against that might be nerfing them, etc. But
All right, Sanjay. Put this 3 ahead for a moment, for just a quick second,
yeah,
and tell me if things would be different in your mind if Naruto, died during either the Ishiki fight or the Momoshiki fight, and Sasuke was gravely injured and can't fight anymore. So put that through your head for a moment and tell me, would it be better for the series or would it be worse for the series?
I think it would be worse.
If they would have died earlier, much earlier.
Shit. Would it be better or would it be worse? Like,
Instead of the nerf.
like,
It would be worse, I think, because people would kind of. Well, I'm not saying it would be bad for the series because Naruto is the main guy. Even if you want to put Boruto in it, Naruto is the main guy, and Sasuke is the second main guy. If Naruto dies.
It just sounds funny, honestly.
I mean, you can't say he's a main character.
Yeah, but no, I get what you were saying. I
could
was
be
just
the
saying that sounded funny. But
Yeah, but no, it would be bad.
I think it would be like worse. In universe, like, all right. So for example, if it's at the end of the Momoshiki fight, Ishiki gets his way, like no problem,
Instantly, right?
instantly, essentially. Of course, the world ends essentially, Boruto gets fed to the Ten Tails, yada yada yada. But like on a like constructive criticism like standpoint,
Yeah.
is it because Kawaki's Kawaki's a fan favorite, and even his development is kind of tied to the dynamic he has with the village, with the current shinobi like ways of doing things with Naruto. You kind of remove the possibility for that development, I would say. I mean, you could probably do it in other ways, but it probably wouldn't be as, engaging for us, the audience, because you'd have to probably introduce some other characters that we would have to build up and care about. So I think the story would actually...
I'll probably bring in some old characters.
Yeah, that could
like
work too.
Kakashi. Where the hell is Kakashi? Sorry. That came out a little too harsh.
No pressure, no pressure.
I think he's coming back, though.
Bro.
He's coming.
Like,
Did he find a wife? Did he finally marry that girl, spy ninja? What happened, man? Did he get like kids?
No.
Is he settling down in
His
another
man
village?
died.
Did he die?
His man died on retirement home.
Yo, wait, hold on. The paradox.
Kakashi.
Still muted. Alright, I guess when paradox unmutes. But yeah, as you were saying, Kyle.
Kakashi was in the Naruto the last movie, right?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, alright.
Right when, Sasuke came in and destroyed a meteor with a Shidori, but, no pressure.
Yeah, that Sasuke died long ago.
The best part of the movie for me, to tell you the truth.
Is it the best part?
The best part.
Yo.
Only person who can protect the village is me. The best part. Let's say.
Bro, listen to me. Like, I think, like, the last Naruto movie, from a power-up standpoint or a power scaling standpoint, was probably one of the last genuine pieces of Naruto me that really respected the 6 parts power-ups that Naruto and Sasuke got. Because,
didn't somebody punch the moon or something?
Bro, like, Toneri cut the moon in half, and Naruto not even using his 6 parts upgrade from the war. This man is literally using, like, I mean, he does have the full 9 tails, no, fine, but like, he wasn't going all out, and the man stopped an attack that cut the moon in half. Sasuke came in with a Shidori and like blew up a meteor. Like, they don't look that impressive as adults. I'm just saying.
Yeah, what? So yeah, that was the final love letter to the OG Naruto, and then we got the Boruto movie, which I'm not going to shit on the Boruto movie, but I enjoyed it. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think it was awesome. The Momoshiki fight. I don't know. The writing for Momoshiki was on point. I liked him much more than Kage and the rest of the others. I don't care about them. I respected Momoshiki. Momoshiki is cool, you know? Momoshiki is very cool.
Wait,
Yes.
you said you've been checking out like select fight scenes. You checked out episode 65,
Yeah.
right?
Episode 65?
That would have been
No,
Naruto
no, I
and
haven't.
Sasuke versus Momoshiki in the anime.
No.
Blasphemy.
Well,
Yeah, because alright, I know I just said that the last Naruto movie was like one of the last love letters, but honestly,
yeah.
episode 65 felt like it showed such respect to Naruto and Sasuke as adults, honestly. Like, it was, if I was reacting to Boruto, like, just reacting during that time, yo, listen to me, that reaction video would have been legendary, because I would have been all over the place. Yo, that episode was like hype beyond hype, bro.
Okay, alright, I just clicked it to download, so let's see.
Yes, sir.
The entire tuning exam did good in the series than the movie.
Yeah,
Because you see, when Boruto eat and Naruto take off his headband, I feel it.
no, especially when Shikadai, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. She could die. When you said, yeah, call out Boruto name, it's like, oh, my heart sunk.
Bruh.
I feel it. I just feel it. More emotions were in the series than the movie
You know,
because they
Boruto
just introduced
isn't a
Boruto.
bad series. Like, I had this notion that Boruto is a horrible series and I should just ignore it and whatnot. But after watching certain episodes and reading the manga, I realized that all it just needs is a little polishing. You know, it's not bad. It's really not
Nah,
bad. I used to.
and the anime leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth. To tell
Yeah,
you the
yeah,
truth.
yeah. The Boruto crying meme. I gotta love that meme. Legendary.
It's ridiculous, brother.
Imagine if Killer really live up to his name, not tell no lies. Like, then give you too much and if you fully belly is like you're gonna feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
It's like too much episodes. Imagine
yeah.
how much manga chapters 68
77.
and how much 78, 77 and how much episode 200 no bro
285, I see. I
Even
think
even
285 was the last one, right?
285
even
no,
even
Yeah.
for a
but
monthly manga, yeah, that episode count is way too high.
yeah, exactly. It's like bad it's anime did it kind of dirty.
Yeah.
Did Boruto overall dirty.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with the production, but I think that was a terrible idea to be releasing Boruto manga like this and Boruto anime like this and not giving the manga time to
Virgin
breathe.
every month we
We
come with the same.
yeah,
thing.
every month we talk about it. Like
Every month.
the funny thing though, Andrew and Omdip, is that Paradox like he's having some issues connecting. Yeah, because I was shouting when you joined and I see you keep like disconnecting. I keep trying still, cause we definitely want you up on the panel. But yeah, the funny thing I was saying, Andrew, is that since Kyle is caught up now, it kind of feels like I have to be like retroactively reminding him of the convos we were having in terms of criticizing Boruto. So, cause like he'll say like, "Dog, Naruto and Sasuke are nerve." Like, dog, this is what I was saying when I was talking about the choreography and them not looking impressive, and you know, it's just I just find it funny. But yeah, it's ridiculous, honestly, because
I said this before, you know, but Sasuke standing up after the Ishiki fight is a plateau. Now the Sasuke. Brethren, look how much tears this man get in body and he must stand up after that. It's not like he have Kurama kind of healing, Naruto kind of healing.
Yeah.
The man get stab in the eye, stab up all part time, get kick up and down like a football. Ishiki there, Ronaldinho with this man.
I don't like. Wait, hold on.
And you tell me, he must stand up.
Hold on, the Paradox. Any luck? Yeah, like him slow issues. I don't know why I'm not connect. Alright, well on then. Let's see what happens when I drop out. Hold on. Haha, I'm back, bitches. I guess that didn't help. No, didn't help. Paradox?
Yeah, that sound like a Momoshiki after Ishiki died.
But him unmute, no. Paradox? No, still. No, I'll go on. Alright, until further notice. But yeah. The anime, my youth, is just... Like, when it started, I was hyped, but it just quickly... Oh, Kyle says it sounded like he lost audio, too. I don't know I'll go on tonight, so... Turn on...
Something wrong with the Discord or something.
Let me check the settings of the voice channel, but I'm not really change anything. Unless we're not even close to the user limit. Yeah, no, nothing's changed. Unless we're gonna just all drop out and then join back the voice channel.
We'll do that now.
Alright. Alright. Oh, everybody's still
I'm
know.
back like an STD.
Alright, Mayor Kyle, Mayor Andrew. Dip.
Yeah, over here.
Paradox. I'm unmute, but I'm not hear him. I don't know, probably check your mic settings there. I don't know, control panel, sound, hardware and sound. Check if, I don't know, your internal mic set to default something. We're still not here, Paradox. Alright. But yeah, until further notice, until Paradox, because we're still not ending right now anyway. But yeah, yeah, because when, like,
Conversation hot.
yeah, like I've broken it down before because the Boruto manga started in 2016, so this is like a year after the
Remember like it was yesterday.
yeah, like flashback. So yeah, 2016, fine. I'm gonna say cool. And I don't know, since Dragon Ball Super had started already by this time, obviously, and they were like redoing the movies, and then when Boruto came out and the manga was redoing the movie, I'm like, oh shit, is every new generation thing I'm like redoing the movie? So it's like, man, sorry, 2016, the first 10 chapters are the movie essentially. And then like 11 months after that, not even a full 12 months, they start the Boruto anime, like a week or two right after Naruto Shippuden episode 500. There's literally no solid break between Shippuden and the Boruto anime starting. Them just go right into it. And I made this comparison before. Usually when it comes down to a lot of these shonen series, like either Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Black Clover, My Hero, etc., etc., there's usually a time of like at least 2.5 to 3 years between the manga starting and then the anime adaptation starting. So when you put that in Boruto terms, and Boruto starts 11 months after the anime, after the manga starts, and then the manga's redoing the movie, and the manga's monthly, it's like, oh, we have no material. We'll have to do these bunch of anime original stuff.
Oh my god.
Like that's what it comes down to. They have no choice but to do that.
And it annoying too, you know, it's like, come on, Brittany. Come on. You see all of this. You see how I don't know what's going on in Japan, but here you can even see it on Crunchyroll.
Mhm.
The views go up, everybody start reacting to it, everybody talk, it start trending on Twitter when the manga content start getting adapted.
Yes, sir. Honestly, and that's what's gonna happen when the code stuff comes, because especially when, like, I mean, Kawaki versus, you know, Momoshiki comes out, like, and the end result of that fight, like, persons are going to be spoiled on Twitter, like, yo,
And the new wrestling one.
yes, and yo, yeah, and listen, you're gonna see persons come out and say, wait, is Boruto good now? And, you know, stuff like that. No, honestly, like, people are going to come out and say it. Honestly, like, can I start watching now? Which episode should I watch from? You know, stuff like that.
On Twitter, people bashing the current art now, you know, because it's like, Boruto, this is not about ninjas anymore. Look on this Jurassic Park and this. It's like, oh my
Listen,
God.
no, that I mean, I think people need to bash it because of that, honestly. But because, I mean, come on. By the end of Naruto Shippuden, we're doing some ridiculous. We're cutting mountains. We're blowing up.
Virgin,
This is ridiculous.
This is not even it, because even before the end of Naruto Shippuden, look on the fillers that came out.
Yeah.
Because we have Mecha Naruto
Listen,
in one filler.
yeah, Naga style Mecha Naruto, no, because I play with him on Storm 4. So.
Hey, Mecha Naruto is the boss.
Yo. Honestly, but yeah, I said what Andrew, honestly, and the fillers really brought down the fourth grade ninja. It really just dragged it out too.
You see, after the Momoshiki versus Naruto thing, after that arc, they did very well redoing the movie. I'll give them that.
Yeah, man, the movie
But
adaptation was
after
good.
that, they kind of dragged it out big time.
Yeah.
They dragged it out.
Because we had the
Even the Mitsuki arc, they dragged it out.
Mitsuki.
It could have been done
We had, let me see,
in a small amount of time.
we had the Mitsuki thing. We had the mission with Jugo, and we had the Konohamaru
Right.
stuff. We had some nice one-off episodes now, like the whole, I think it was the parent and child day. That was nice. I like episodes like that. I don't mind. But yeah, it just kind of just dragged out until the time travel arc, which that's the next can of worms. Even though I enjoyed it, but it's the next can of worms. I will admit.
enjoyed it, but I think it could be better.
Yeah, definitely. Power scaling person's nightmare in that arc, I suppose. And then of course we had the Mujina bandits, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course into the best section of the Boruto anime, the latter half of the Kara activation into the actual Kara arc. Best stuff.
Good. Chef kiss now.
Not a lie, bro. Honestly. Kyle, so like I watch episode 65 in the background of my youth.
Oh yeah, I'm just finished. Sorry.
Man, read straight. Alright, so tell me. Eh? Wait, Paradox?
Yeah, we're here.
Finally.
I know, right? I'm not sure. I think it's my internet, bro. It's like, damn.
Shit. Nah, no. But alright, yeah, I mean we've been talking for a while. Let's give the floor to Paradox Elite, the man.
So what's up? I've been listening to y'all on YouTube, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So what were we talking about?
We're kind of all over the place. I guess we're kind of just dead set on Boruto. The thing is, Kyle has caught up to the Boruto manga specifically, and we were kind of trying to center this part of the stream around his questions and concerns, and retroactively reminding him of previous conversations that we've had and previous criticisms that we've had.
And his theory that Amado is the actual villain. The villain. Not a villain, you know. The villain.
Yeah.
Like Shika himself. Shida himself, sorry. Shida himself in Amado. That's a prediction. I said it, it's out there. Do with it with what you must.
Shibai in Amado. That's highly possible. Products, what do you think?
Or he's even trying to revive him.
Yeah, because even with Kawanki asking him about like, yo, bro, reviving your daughter, any ridiculous shit gonna happen? Like some Otsutsuki.
He's like, maybe an eruption. Ominous thunder. Bro.
Yo, it's ridiculous, bro. Honestly. But the only thing though is that like with an Otsutsuki of that level, the only like worry or concern about that theory or prediction is like, would an Otsutsuki of that level still even care about this plane of reality anyway? Like that's the thing. Like when you get to that level, like what's the real concern at that point?
To make sure that the Otsutsuki name is upheld. I mean, you're not going to revive me and then come diss me. Like, come on. You're not, you stupid ninja. I created all of y'all. It was my tree that caused you to evolve. So why are you here talking down to me as if I can't step on this village as I feel like? Come on, man. Come on. That's what I think. If me, an all-powerful Otsutsuki come on the planet and be like, what will I do? Maybe get back into my old roots, you know, absorb our 1-2 planet here and there, and then go take a vacation at the edge of Universe 7.
Sounds like a plan to me. Oh my god, Shibai coming back. Well, if he's even coming back, that's probably like 40, 50 chapters from now.
I wanted to get your thoughts on this. Is the like the technology in Boruto kind of ruin the ninja world or not? Because I see this on Twitter and it kind of blow up, and everybody kind of discussing or debating about it. Like the technology ruin the Naruto thing
I don't think so.
or not?
Personally, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
it
think so either.
enhances it. I think it enhances it.
Because I was saying this thing about, because the Kawaki kind of bring it up in the latest chapter with the hip sensing him kind of thing. They're not thinking outside of the box anymore. It's like they stick to the shinobi way while the world is evolving, people getting stronger. Because what Naruto used to do when he's little, or learn when he's little, like younger, like 12-year-old, the 12-year-olds know not learning that, they kind of advance and learning what they used to learn when Naruto was 16. Because look how much chakra natures Boruto gone through with the Rasengan. When Naruto was 16, he just make a Rasen Shuriken.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like things are going up, and I will kind of say this: not everybody can be strong like your father. And it's like people have their limits. He was saying that. So it's like the story is kind of building on that.
Yeah.
Because the shinobi way have its limits. So how we move on. And people say like the time jump from when Naruto to Boruto, no, the technology kind of thing, the technology thing kind of went too fast. It kind of drastic. Say it's not drastic. Only thing that they kind of don't know is like this ninja tool thing,
Which
and
I mean,
advanced ninja.
I mean, even
It's
with
not
the
that,
it's not adjusted, because in the grand scheme of things, like even these days, I mean, apart from the Kara members right now, well, previous Kara members, and probably the fight with I mean, how many ninja tools are being used? Really, it's not really that widespread. And Boruto's been going on for what, 7 years now, so it's not like it's not like it's been a short amount of time. So yeah, I would agree with Kali. I don't think it's ruined it personally. Like even with the inclusion of like ninja tools and technology in the fights, like all the characters are still including the whole ninja way of doing things. And I think it makes for like the contrast between the ninja tool use and the traditional way of going about things makes for interesting choreography, honestly. Because even looking at even Boruto versus Code in the manga, like for what it's worth, I thought it was very engaging, and how Boruto trying to trick up Code and everything. So I think it makes for interesting choreography. And at the end of the day, the Boruto, that's what the Boruto movie. No, the Boruto movie, and the whole arc with the Chunin exams. That's what it was trying to tackle with Sasuke saying, yeah, even if things change, the soul of a shinobi remains the same. So that was the whole nuance to that arc, essentially. So as much as things are changing, fast, slow, whatever you want to judge it as, at the heart of it, we still have a nice Naruto series, or Boruto.
Yeah, I think the kind of conflict between ninja and having ninja tools and the advancement is kind of good plot, you get what I'm saying?
It makes a nice conflict, a nice bit of chaos, positive chaos.
Yeah, positive. Because it's almost like, no, all right, I don't know if you're so good with history, but look on after World War II, the advances that people make.
Yeah.
After World War II, people start going out into space. And after that, people start having colored TV. They start doing all these kind of things. And it's like, whoa, the advance. And this is just like in this 5-year time span after the World War II.
Yeah.
People start doing all these things. So it's like it's not that unrelated. It's not that unrealistic for technology to go that way, and it's not like a big jump that Naruto made
Yeah.
or the Naruto series made with technology. It's just people are finding smarter ways to do it,
Exactly.
but they need to, you know. So I don't know it, but it blew up on Twitter and people having this big debate. It's like how much likes you get? 50,000 likes on Twitter or so, and quote tweets and stuff. Yeah, the people talking about it. So,
Mm.
and it's surprising people so against Boruto, but have this. I don't want to say against it, but Boruto, when it comes on to Naruto, make a really like divide the whole Naruto verse or Naruto space, kind of.
Yeah, because alright, to be
Either
honest,
they hate Boruto or they really love it. It's like there's no in between in at Twitter.
well, like as Kyle would say, like since he's caught up and he's been watching scenes and stuff, like he said since night, like Boruto is actually not a bad series. It's just I mean, you have some persons who might complain about power scaling and all of that too, but like it's just the anime's fault. Simple as that. It's just that. Simple as that.
Your fault. You.
People just blindly hate it too, because on TikTok I saw this podcast. It's like, so this guy said, "What do you think about Boruto?" And he said, "Yeah, I hate that series." And he said, "Like, have you watched the episode?" He said, "No."
No.
And then the host said, "Like, wait, you haven't finished your food yet?" It's like, what?
Yo, wild,
I
bro.
was like, "Yo, I don't want to hear
Like-
anything from you. Don't finish your argument. You don't want to hear anything from
Ah,
you."
boy. Paradox and have problems
I don't know.
until dropouts. Ah, boy. My Paradox salt tonight, though.
Look, so
Kyle, in the meantime, want to know, what did you think about episode 65?
oh,
Amazing. I want to see this for the next upcoming fight. I want to see something like this
Bruh.
for the next upcoming
Bro,
fight. Bro,
Miss-
this looks incredible.
bro, Mr. When
Think I have
Naruto and...
life.
Huh?
Yes,
Oh,
finally.
right. Oh, nice.
wow.
Yo, just don't mute yourself, just in case. Yo, but yeah, Kyle, what may I say? Yo, Mr. When Naruto and Sasuke bust up the taijutsu na dog, and the man never go eat from Momoshiki.
Yeah.
Yo, may I say,
It
yo.
was perfect, absolute perfect synergy. I'm like, where was this in the rest of the series? I mean, what happened? Am I watching the same anime?
Yo, Mr. When the man them bring out the Zabuza strategy, my youth, with the Shadow Shuriken and transform
Yeah.
into it. Yo,
Yeah.
bro. Yo, trust me, it's sick.
Is that them there? Like I'm saying, yeah, this is the Naruto and Sasuke fight that I expect. I mean, this imperfect vessel, whatever the hell him name, Jordan, Jigen, Segan, whatever the hell him name. Where was all of this during that fight?
To be fair, Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen in the anime actually not too bad. What the rest of the man them think?
That fight was fire. Just not other persons just simping over Naruto and Sasuke losing, I would say. But I mean, you have to understand though, like it does make sense. This dude is way more powerful than the rest. He's been there. He was studying every single thing.
He was creating his
said about
wine
this Susanoo.
factory. The wine factory, can't leave that out. The Ishiki
Exactly.
wine.
And then remember that this dude had karma. So I mean, we all know that all ninjutsu is basically worthless against that. And he's actually somebody who knows how to use his abilities. Because everybody just kind of realized, hey, with Momoshiki, he basically just observes, doubles it, and then sends it back. And then, Ishiki not only had the ability of the karma, but Ishiki actually had monstrous strength, monstrous amount of chakra. like he was on a different level. Well, I mean, when he was in Jigen, he was still on a different level, but a lot of persons just couldn't fathom the fact that Naruto and Sasuke lost, and the reason why they lost it actually made sense, which was because of it's mainly the karma, because most of their moves were like not useful, and then you don't have the physical strength to fight him up close. So yeah,
Mm.
Wow, come in and just shatter the ring there, just destroyed everything like that, like boom. Yeah, what?
Well, I
That,
do
that,
understand that though.
by the way, how far are you now, Kyle? You're like fully caught up?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What do you think about the because I hear you guys were talking about ninja weapons and or weapons in Naruto. What you thought about the Kawaki versus Boro fight or Garo? Yeah, Kawaki versus Garo.
I forgot which is which.
Gary
Basically,
one
when
without
Garo
the chin.
was
One
when it
without the
was
chin.
first introduced.
The one without the chin.
Yeah.
The chin. I thought that fight was amazing. Like, I really liked it. I really liked how Kawaki like really body him up. Like Kawaki's like, bro, you come for me, alright, cool. I'm gonna destroy more than your chin. It's pretty cool.
But I
I
thought
like
that
it.
was a really good example of like ninja tech still, because I mean, even Kawaki, not really Kawaki, Konamaru was sweating against just Garo alone. When Garo
Yeah.
was firing the beam after Boruto, Konamaru was literally sweating bullets.
You mean Fromaru? Fromaru.
Yeah, the manga version, the
Yes,
real version of
sir.
Konamaru.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, like the whole ninja tech thing is like I understand that it reach a level now where like some persons are like, yo, them used to the whole chakra and the fighting and the taijutsu and all of that, and being smart and outsmarting your opponent. But I mean, ninja tech has actually been around. It's just reached on a different level, and then I mean, technology always evolves, because what Conqueror used to fight is basically ninja tech. The whole puppets, what
Yeah.
Sasori did to himself. He was literally a walking ninja tech, you know.
I never really
So
looked at it like that before, honestly, Manala, but that's a good point.
yeah, so I mean, all right. This is the thing that I realize. I'm saying online, and I ask a lot of persons. I say they're complaining about ninja tech. They're complaining a bit about so-called aliens, but majority of Naruto, or would say Naruto Shippuden, was a bunch of zombies fighting, and you have a problem with
Zombies and basically it was The Walking Dead all over again.
exactly. And if it's not zombies, somebody else body partner for them body. Danzo had a whole arm full of eyes, and y'all complaining about aliens and ninja tech, like it don't make no sense to me still. But probably I look at it from a more open perspective, because I think people just want to hate. And I mean, yeah, the anime for Boruto is crap. Well, most part of it. But I mean, if you look at it, even when it's trending, the episodes that always trend are the manga content that always trend. So I mean, I don't know why most of them hating on it, but I guess to each their own.
The conflict between a ninja, the not being ninja, and this ninja tech has been the main thing from the start, because I think that's what Kawaki mean. That's what Kawaki mean when he said the age of shinobi is over. The age of shinobi is over. So it's
We need
like,
some guns that we need some literal guns in this, some AK-47s and
well,
all
they
stuff.
have guns in it. You could
No on a
hold it.
chakra gun, actual bullets, man. Come on. You don't want no bijou bomb, we want an actual nuclear bomb. Come on.
In the Sasuke manga that came out, wasn't there a gun in it too? Or,
What, chapter
no,
7?
not the Sasuke manga. No, not the Sasuke manga. I'm talking about the Mirai manga.
I haven't caught up with the Mirai manga. I only read the first chapter. I haven't caught up with it.
Yeah, man, the first chapter, the first had a gun.
Really? I have to go back and check on that.
Pull it.
Yeah, man. If it's
Is the
but
manga the
anyway,
mirror manga the same about the when she's protecting Kakashi and Guy?
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, the thing about the age of the shinobi is over. I think Boruto kind of is going to kind of say the same thing too because he's the only one. He's the first person that said it, not Kawaki. The starting of the series, Boruto was the one who started off. The age of shinobi is over. Then boom, him and Kawaki and the
I saw.
fate Hokage faces. Yeah, man. Sego. So
Hold on, I'm
I
ready.
think
Well,
it's
I mean,
a war between technology and real ninja
The reason why
because Sardar bring it up
Mm.
between Sadar bring it up when Amado was sharing his kind of what you call it in shinjutsu thing, and he said like, oh, so you're saying ninja or ninjutsu is a mere imitation of that.
Mhm.
That is like, I think people are going to start looking down on ninja because regular people going to start getting ninja tech and don't have to work for anything and really catch up to persons who are training or
You know,
stronger than person who are training.
the funny thing about that trainer logic is that because of the fact that Boruto does still say to Kawaki that I'm still a ninja in the time skip, I think that's gonna open up a market for persons to really like Boruto as a character because there's going to be some kind of nuance to it where Boruto compared to everybody else will still display ninja like attributes, and then I think person will get an appreciation for him from that. Honestly,
Yeah, because Kawaki cannot use transformation jutsu that good. It's flawed. He can't use shadow clone jutsu that good. It's flawed. Same thing with Code and Ida and Damien. They can't use those things because the moment they use it, it's kind of useless because they have the scientific ninja tools. Because Ada said himself, they can't use those kind of things.
But didn't Kawaki use like Shadow Clone against Ishiki?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But Ada said it in a chapter like, oh, we can't use those kind of jutsu.
You sure? Like, wasn't the case where when she was talking to Code and she was like, probably could transform into Amado. It's like, no, we can't do it because we can't really replicate his eye that's actually been changed to ninja tech. Transformation jutsu doesn't really replicate that so well. I think that was more along the lines of the conversation.
Yeah, the tech itself. I don't think it can replicate the tech, but they can use it because then that would mean that the whole thing of Naruto training or attempting to train Kawaki would be pointless because Kawaki is using like fire style and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Probably I'm going into too deep in that, but I think it's a good conflict in Boruto.
Yeah, I don't really, to be honest, because that's what separates it from Naruto, and that's the thing. I keep telling persons, stop looking at Boruto as a Naruto. You understand? It's a totally different context, basically. Because as you say, even Kawaki confirmed it in the last chapter too. It's going to be literally a case where the enemy is using ninja tech, and either that mixed with like Otsutsuki powers, and regular ninja are literally basically fodder now. We're not saying that ninjas aren't really good. They're still good, but I mean, if you look at any natural progression in any society, there's always a case where technology always either help make things better, help make things worse. You understand? Well, it depends on how
or just make something else completely obsolete.
Right, and then there's always that backlash where you have a set of persons who don't like it. You have another set of persons who actually see, the use of it, like what Sasuke say, hey, the soul of a ninja doesn't change. Times will change. It's just you have to adapt and know how to use it. I mean, even go as far back as Pain, yo. Pain was using ninja tech. That one of the bodies had that big old that laser skull thing.
Oh,
One had an arm full of rockets.
Oh, you mean the path of the Rinnegan that can, conjure up weapons that Sasuke never uses? But I'm not salty on that.
Exactly.
But
Let's go.
yeah.
So if that goes to show you that there is literally a path that can open up stuff like that, then I mean, what's the big deal? It's just that it's more now in the forefront. And then if they're gonna complain about technology is technology, that some of the baddest ninjas in old OG Naruto was because of technology. Because as I say, you can go back to the Sasori fight, you can go back to even Deidara got an electric eye just to try beat Itachi. And or try beat the Sharingan. With the whole Genjutsu thing. Because he didn't want, because that's what messed him up when he first met Itachi. So there was a point when he got that eye that is more electronic. Then I mean Pain, a couple of persons in Pain, or the bodies I would say have technology in there. So I mean there's a lot that comes into play when you look at it. It's just that it's now more on the forefront, especially when it with the evolution of like science and nanotech, because Kawaki's body is basically a walking nano, some form of like nano alien tech thing like in him.
Yeah.
So it's and he has a right to say it. He's like, yo, I never got through none of the training when I got through, brother, and right now 3/4 can't even touch me. So literally,
Nobody in the village can talk to him.
Except
Exactly.
Damon.
So, but even look at it, Damon is ninja tech too, because Damon is basically like a cyborg or android or wherever you want to put it. So I mean, it's still
Cool. Everybody who is the strongest in Boruto right now, ninja tech.
or Otsutsuki. What are the other?
Yeah.
I will still put it as at Kawaki is the reason why I don't think Kawaki, he's just getting into the full abilities them, because he's just manifesting them. He's just trying to I feel like when he literally reaches on a certain level, he's gonna be broken.
Yeah, I agree. But I could probably say the same, or probably even, more so for Boruto, because even though Ishiki is far stronger than Momoshiki, so Kawaki has like a decent, I would say, headway on Boruto. But the fact that 20% of Boruto's DNA is his own unique Otsutsuki DNA, like you don't know what can come out of that potential wise too, combined with the remaining 80% or 82% of 82 and 18 from Momoshiki. Yeah, so yeah, there's that too.
No, yeah, Boruto is especially broken because if you're gonna look at it on that level, remember the 18 or 20% of his own Otsutsuki genetics has half of it basically come from the Sage of the Six Path side, and then the other half come from his brother side, which then links back to Kagura in a way. So basically that whole aspect of it, plus now he has another Otsutsuki. So he basically has like call it 3 different forms of Otsutsuki DNA in one body.
It's ridiculous.
In a sense, if you look at it that way. So yeah, and if he has the ability where Momoshiki have, and if he's still using ninjutsu, and Momoshiki has that deadly ability where he can basically just double the output of any move, because he did that with Naruto. When he touched Naruto, when like he took over with the whole Boro was that guy's name, that Sarada used the Chidori and ripped the thing out of his side.
Yeah.
So when he did that and he touched Naruto, he's like, this should be enough. Did you see the massive ass Rasengan that nigga used?
Man is like, alright, let's do this. Get rid of Boro.
Exactly. So I think that, and then Boruto is yet to be where Kawaki is right now, where he's actually tapping into Momoshiki's abilities and like his memories and how to use the powers. And then he has the ninja training and he's already a genius. So imagine when he adds that to his own abilities.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy because the biggest issue with Boruto is chakra reserves. You have a karma dude that can absorb literally any chakra based attack and add it to your reserves.
Exactly.
This dude
That
can be
is my problem, though.
yeah,
That is my
this dude
problem.
is a walking gun. This man can be spamming miniature, we call that again, condensed vanishing
Resonance.
Rasengan.
Oh well, that too.
Exactly. So he can
Yeah,
be spamming stuff like that. Like that's crazy, yo.
What are you
that's the
saying though, Andrew?
problem because that's a problem because what kind of training? What kind of training are they going to say? Like Boruto is too scared to use the karma, so and just focus on ninja training after this time skip or during this time skip. Because what kind of training does he need after that?
I was kind
It's
of.
like only trying to use the karma. He's already broken. It's what you said more. Does that's going to just make him worse?
Yeah, I do see some person say like, Boruto's gonna get siege mode, and I don't think that would be necessary. But
Yeah, that's not necessary. Just gonna make him the new Sage of Six Parts
it's ridiculous.
That's
with
like
full blood Otsutsuki. Because Hagorn was just half.
Kyle is still here. Or is he?
look like this guy. But yeah, that would make him busted because remember that a lot of the Otsutsuki's weakness is nature energy. And then you have a guy who has Otsutsuki ability and powers and chakra and now can use Sage mode. These like literally Kawaki and Boruto is like the worst nightmare of other Otsutsukis. Like if you're an Otsutsuki, you should run from those two because they have all your abilities
Wait,
plus multiple ways of killing you.
hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Sanjay, listen to this.
Okay.
Imagine they make this mandatory for ninjas to learn Sage mode
Huh.
to fight them, to fight
I
the
don't.
big threat.
I mean,
This is the level up that ninjas want because not only certain ninjas or shinobi do this.
well,
So they
Yeah,
make
but
it
that's
but that's
mandatory.
it. The thing,
Everybody do.
not everybody can learn Sage mode though. You still need like a big chakra pool, and then you have to go balance the natural energy, and enough people that just turn to stone. Stone.
But suppose like, oh, it's a world ending thing. So they're going
I
to
think
make it. They're going
I
to make
think
it like the Sage mode people them going to like, oh, there is a way. There's a ass pull, I think. I don't know, but there
probably
has
because
to be some
like
type of way for the ninjas to level up.
no, that's where the whole technology thing comes in because it would be a
Yeah,
total
but
wreck to make
there
everybody
you
learn.
would want another way to just make the ninjas.
Hello.
I get where he's coming from with the technology. Yes, but I wanted like the ninja versus technology thing.
My idea, which is a video I did like way back, after Barren Mode premiered in the manga, was like you could have the scientific ninja weapon, like, and it's kind of like along the lines of what you're saying would make it mandatory for all ninjas to have Sage mode, but I think like a safer option would be. Oh wait, Kyle.
What kind of jump on me?
Man, I didn't know if I hear it. Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, go on in your background, brother. Like you have the fan for Max and.
What?
Like him man in the distance and. Anyway, I can't sort out him salvation over there. So, what may I say, Andrew, is that, but they do a video essentially saying that, like, Barren mode, I saw it as like chakra fusion, right? I was thinking that we could have like a scientific ninja weapon with like a pool of chakra in it where you could temporarily fuse like the ninja's chakra with the chakra, the device. Yeah. And since the explosive result of using like Naruto and Kurama's chakra produced such a drastic increase in power, even though it might not be the same drastic increase, it would still be a nice boost to any ninja, honestly. So that's what I had in mind a few years back to kind of power up
But
everybody else.
yeah, you can use ninja tech to level up them. But I was looking on this thing. All right, yes, it's how you use it. As they did in our art, they said like it's how you use the ninja tech. People made guns for a good reason, but people use it for different reasons to kill other people and do bad things. It's basically that.
Yeah.
But I was kind of saying a change probably don't. Yeah, like the kind of reference to the real world. What I want, what I thought they would just stick with the ninja way, or not really ninja way, but try not to go too deep. The ninja, like the shinobi, don't go too deep into the technology and find their own way to level up. But as I say, that was a good idea with this chakra pool thing, this technology of this chakra pool.
Yeah, because I was just
So
basing
you
it
would
on Baron mode, really. And how.
but you would say like if they get this chakra pool thing, they could use sage mode because it kinda you have to have a large chakra pool for it. So they can kind of let's train in sage mode for this short while or something.
Unless it's unless it would be like a device that automatically like custom fitted to each unique shinobi that automatically adjusts the natural energy to their chakra pool and then it just balances it for them. Unless it would be something ridiculous like that. But I think for me, I'm personally more comfortable with the idea of like chakra fusion, like a temporary fusion between their chakra and the chakra stored in the device.
How about? Because, I mean, something came to my mind. I just realized that it could possibly work, I guess. I mean, depending upon how them approach it. How about, like, you just, Boruto just give karma to a bunch of ninjas? Because, I mean, they can have karmas, but it's just that once, if he dies, then the rest is going to probably disappear. You understand? And then because the thing, Jigen had a karma, Kawaki had a karma.
Yeah.
Both of them had karma. It's just that Jigen's body couldn't handle Ishiki's massive power. So how about Boruto or probably or even what Amada did with Kawaki, give them a purely weaponized karma
But the thing
that won't.
But the thing is about Kawaki
But
is
everybody would
weaponized.
be kind of broken then.
The thing is though, the thing with Kawaki's karma, remember, it only served to give Kawaki back access to the power that was already there because he was already like 80% Otsutsuki.
Well, true.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. And if Boruto gave everybody karma,
Wouldn't really be everyone, but at least because you know that it's
That
not
would be
everyone.
broken. Everybody would be broken. Like everybody have Momoshiki power.
Exactly, bro. But I mean, that's probably too far of a stretch.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous, honestly. Wait, Kyle?
Huh?
Oh,
What
nice.
I'll do.
Okay. Actually, it did sound like you did it on the beach before.
Yeah, the mic, no problem.
All right, more on straight back to Kyle for a bit there. Like, was there any other concerns you had, bro? Like in catching up, or?
What was I thinking about? I had on the day I did finish the Saturday, I was like, I have so many questions, and then over the last 2 days, it's just boiled down to just like, bro, just what other questions I had?
I don't know if we did go into the whole Naruto and Sasuke thing too much.
No, I wanted to circle right back to the Ten Tails.
Yeah.
The part of the Ten Tails where explain it to me once more. Maybe you'll get the point when I ask the question, and you'll see why I asked the question. So, what is the process of the Otsutsuki? What do they do exactly?
Um,
Explain that.
okay, so they don't really explain how they actually create the tentails, but the tentails is apparently the seed. They'll plant the tentails on a planet. They'll go to the planet in pairs, and one Otsutsuki will find a appropriate vessel to put karma on so he can reincarnate. That Otsutsuki is fed to the tentails, and then it grows into the god tree, the Shinju tree. It absorbs all the like life energy, DNA, genetics of the planet essentially. And then I guess the surviving Otsutsuki eats it and then waits for the other Otsutsuki to revive and then they move on. Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So what happened with the first two Otsutsuki that came down to the planet?
Well, first of all, I think it's implied that Shibai was on Earth at one point, clearly. I can't really speak for too much of his era, but yeah, Kaguya and Ishiki came. Kaguya betrays Ishiki, and then apparently, this is a strange part for real. Like, if Kaguya and Ishiki came, right? Like, who was fed to
Yeah.
the god, the previous god tree?
Wait, because when Kaguya came down, it was already planted. So I would say Kaguya feed herself to it because they said that the persons who were the lower rank would already have a vessel set up somewhere. So
That
it's like,
didn't
look and
seem like
you think
any part of the
Kenshin
story
already?
whatsoever.
Wait, one at a time.
Where is it?
Where is it, Kyle?
Where is it? No, where Kyle is it? Oh well.
Yeah, that man.
Like that didn't seem like any part of the story whatsoever.
Like, it's confusing because we could
Because it's on two occasions that we see that the tentails was planted to get the tree, right? Two occasions. The Karria's region, the Fiar era, and then Madara's era. Well, not Madara's era, sorry, Naruto's era.
Well, that's
In
wasn't
Naruto,
yeah. Go on.
no. What I was gonna say is that
So
the thing is in Kaguya's era is that, by some stretch of the imagination, some Otsutsuki is fed to the previous tentails and becomes a god tree. Kaguya betrays Ishiki, eats the fruits, and then she kind of plays around with Infinite Tsukiyume every now and then. But when Hagoromo and Hamura are born, she tries to get back all chakra, but she does that by fusing. This is a weird part. She fuses back with the god tree and reverts it back to the tentails. So the tentails we see in Naruto's era is literally Kaguya essentially. So that's the that's the weird part about it.
they call her the rabbit goddess because she could transform into a giant rabbit, right?
Well, I think it's just because of the horns, really. But yeah, she has that weird, tentails form that looks like a rabbit too. So I guess.
Brother, this whole thing convoluted.
what happened with Hagoromo when Hagoromo and Kaguya fought, right? They said that they sealed Kaguya into the moon, right? And then the 10-tail body that was left, that's what he used to split. He absorbed it, and then he became the Junchuriki of the 10 tails after they sealed Kaguya away. Then he used his the all creation jutsu thing to split the 10 tail powers into the 9 tails.
Yeah, but it wasn't the Gedomazo what was left after they
Yeah, the Gedomazo is the husk bit after he basically took out all of the powers. That's why it couldn't move until they got a massive portion of the tail beast chakra back into it.
Yeah.
Basically. But in terms of like who was fed to it, I heard somebody online said the whole thing when Kaguya and Ishiki, or supposedly Kaguya betrayed Ishiki, there was actually half of Ishiki's body that was gone into. If you look at it again, you saw that his lower half was gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting theory.
Wait, listen, didn't Amado said that the lower ranking would already have like a vessel set up. So when they got
Yeah,
fed, they would revive.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
but
I'm
Kaguya
saying
didn't want that. Kaguya didn't want
Kaguya
to
was
feed.
the lower rank.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and she didn't
Kaguya
want
was
to
the
feed
lower.
herself.
Wasn't it? Kaguya was the lower rank. She fed herself and came back to Earth because the tree was already planted, and they showed her coming back to Earth, falling to Earth.
Yeah, because that's true. Because they said that they saw that the seed fell first, and then it grew this massive tree. Then Kaguya came after that. Oh, that's true. That's actually kind of wow. But I mean, I don't even know what to say though. But there's
Yeah.
like a lot of plot holes when it comes to certain little things. I think it's Boruto is probably like their way of trying to explain how that works. But I mean, if you
Wait,
look, if
so
you're dive
in the
deep into it,
adaptation, you all of you remember when Amada said that too, like Sanjay, Paradox and Kyle. You remember when Amada said that, like the lower ranking Otsutskis set up the vessel before they leave on the mission to, and then get fed and then came back. That's how they live forever.
mm,
I,
Everybody remember that?
I remember, but I'm
yeah, I
looking back
Ours
remember.
for
me.
it at the moment too.
Yeah, me had the same thing. I'm looking back at two
It
because
should be around 40, chapter 46, 47 thereabout, because man, I scroll through 46 at the
So
moment.
I'm saying that because not because of Kaguya. I'm saying that Kinshiki, he was lower than Momoshiki, right?
Hmm.
So did he set up a vessel?
Highly doubt that.
I don't in the situation since like the whole fight against Naruto and Sasuke. No, I don't think they did because they were actually just leaving a planet that was already drained to come look for Kaguya, and then they said that they're gonna try to harvest Kaguya's dimension. So I don't think he had set up a vessel at the time. I think he's probably just gone when Momoshiki absorbed him or well turned him into that thing and then ate him.
Mm.
And the higher ranking Otsutskis don't bother to set up a vessel because they're not going to get fed. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, in a case like that, yeah, because they're all high and mighty, they don't feel like anything can happen to them.
So with the Kaguya thing again, I just saying like I feel that she was the one who fed herself and
Mhm.
then came back and is like, oh, I just want peace. End up eating the fruit.
Mm.
And it's
So
weird with Kaguya too because if you were to actually look at it, the Black Zetsu would be Kaguya's
Karma.
karma.
That would be a
Yeah,
good way
they
to
said
look at
that
it.
Black Zetsu is Kaguya's karma
mm,
because the karma is the intention of the Otsutsuki to live on. Black Zetsu was Kaguya's intention to live on. That's why when um when he pushed his hand through Madara's chest, you start to see him assimilate onto Madara basically. It's at that point when he assimilated onto Madara now and covered him, you see the whole shape of Kaguya start to come out and stuff like that.
oh, and it's like probably back sorry the marking because Martha was saying like I made you like kind of thing. I don't know. Probably I'm reading too much into it.
No, it's true. He did say that, but
It came from me.
that's what he thought, but he actually came from Kaguya. So Black Zetsu has a way of controlling people to make them think that, he's Madara's will. And that mainly happened when Madara unlocked the Rinnegan, basically. So all of that thing with Zetsu was like after he unlocked the Rinnegan and the whole fight with Hashirama, then he got the DNA and then he absorbed that and then he unlocked the Rinnegan and he said he unlocked it prior to his death, found the Gido Mazu statue and the whole thing with Zetsu came about at that point. Because White Zetsu is the mixture of like Black Zetsu's ability with Hashirama cells, basically, and then Black Zetsu himself is the well, he's the the living embodiment of Kaguya's will, but he made it seem like, or he made it seem to Madara that he was his, living embodiment of his will or
But
whatever.
it's the thing about Ishiki, like the fed is half of his body to the Ten Tails. I saw it on Twitter, the same thing, but I say like that's flawed because they showed Kaguya coming back to Earth when the tree was already planted and growing the fruit.
Yeah,
So
but
I
the
was
thing
like,
about it is we're not even sure if she was coming back to Earth. It could be a case where she was coming from, because remember said she could fly, So
yeah.
the whole issue with like them fighting and like he or her betraying Ishiki at the time, it could be a case that she just basically left from there and then was coming from the sky, and then those persons thought that she was actually like coming from space or so. Because I don't think it showed that she was coming directly out of space. It just showed that she was coming from the sky. So I mean,
There's a lot of explaining. Birth have a lot of explaining to
Yeah,
do. That's all me have to
the
say.
thing is, it's missing a very substantial flashback in terms of like when the Otsutsukis first came to Earth, whether it be Shibai or clearing out things with Kaguya and Ishiki, that time period there. It needs something
yeah.
there.
Kaguya need to come back. That message. She need to come back and explain herself, please.
Are them? I feel like Toneri still has a lot to do in the series on a whole, and I feel like
Oh,
when they
me too.
probably go back to that, that part of the story with him, he's probably going to shed more light on it. Either that or Boruto, and remember that Boruto and Kawaki has access to the Otsutsuki's memories, and that's in the
Oh,
karma. So
for real,
probably,
for real, for real.
yeah, either that or I don't know. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Momoshiki in the future because we don't know what happened when Boruto grew up. But if he's still around, probably he can shed some light on it, like how he shed the light on the whole thing with Shibai when he was saying that unfortunately the whole what Amada said about Shibai is true, but he was saying that Ida's ability is not one of the senjutsus, because senjutsu or shinjutsu, sorry,
Shinjutsu.
because yeah, he studied all the shinjutsus known to them, and this whole ability of swaying somebody's heart is not one of the shinjutsus. So I
So
mean,
Sanji and Kylie find it.
Like I'm not seeing it exactly, but it should be here. Kyle, what is the?
I'm on that. My past the
When
I'm right
Amado
at
was
that part of the
explaining it.
explain when Amada explains Boruto will become Momoshiki. I'm right there, so
Yeah.
I'm
that was
looking
I think that
over.
was when whichever chapter it was when Kashin Koji was fighting
Yeah,
Ishiki.
man, we know, man.
Yeah,
Between that 45 to 48. But nah, see it exact. Cause I'm looking for something about Amado mentioning them coming in peers and then take it from there. But man, nah, see that specifically. Of course, he explains the Otsutsuki, parasites come to the planet, plant
And then
tree.
after that, they say like, I'm going to teach you how to kill Otsutskis.
Yeah.
I don't know. He said that. Yeah.
Oh, and he was the one that said that they came in pures. But I think there was who said it? I think it was Naruto explain. He was explaining
there.
so there's this thing in storytelling where they call them the unreliable narrator. So you as a person, like for example, remember how for most of the Naruto series, we were told that the whole thing with the god with the chakra fruit and the tree came back and wanted to take back the chakra,
Yeah.
and the sage of the Steadfast stopped him and stuff like that, and then Zetsu revealed that he messed up the writing on the tablet to change the story, so you don't really know what's going on. So it could be a case where I wouldn't, and then he was saying something like unreliable narration can be done in two ways. It could be one, like for example, he was saying in the case of Amado, it could be a case that Amado isn't telling the full story,
Yeah.
and two, it could be a case like what happened with Madara, where somebody did something and they think that that's the way it went. But until you actually like go back into the past or get somebody from that era that can actually tell you what really happened, then so
Yeah,
there's
because
go ahead.
everything we know about Naruto when Black Zetsu start explaining things, everything we know about Naruto is like, oh, and a Sega for real is not is that's not the story. Because we think, oh, they just have chakra.
Hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, how did they get chakra? And it's like, oh,
And they were telling you that the legendary god tree and they ate it and we took the chocolate from them and the tree got angry and started come back for him chocolate.
Yeah. It just a kind of stray off topic. Would you guys have felt better if it just played out like that, like the tree just, if it was literally just that? I mean, we probably wouldn't have Boruto like that, but I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't mind as anywhere this story go as long as him, it's
And
interesting
you're
and
right.
more drama.
They should just like do away with the whole sacrifice one Otsutsuki. Like that don't make no sense. Because that's not what the story point alludes to in the last two times. So
Yeah, I think that they did that to fit in Ishiki as a big bad, because I think that's the only reason why they would actually put it that way. Because everybody don't say then how, so where Ishiki come from, and all these things, and oh he was here for how long, and all these things. So it really make no sense, but yeah,
I mean,
it's
they could
weird.
have twisted the story this way, remember, Kagaya, she fell in love with a human. Could I say, oh, we thought them come down as a pair and thing, and them gonna share the fruit and do what them for do and move on with them life and thing. But then she go find where them separate when them a come down to earth, and she go find this one man on a one corner, about do weed and like a girl with horns and them shit, kind of horny and then yeah, you could have work like that, you get me? And then she betray him and say, look, you're not gonna kill the man, you see me.
This just signifies I'm at bedtime.
yeah, we sue it
Yeah,
out still.
there's a lot of things that they could have done too, because especially when they brought the whole Kaguya thing up, they did make her mention that she was scared of her clan, and that they would come, because the reason why she created like um the whole like the army with the Zetsus and stuff like that were because of the clan coming back for what she did. You understand, and stuff like that, because she betrayed the clan or something like that. And they did give you like a silhouette of like Momoshiki and a few others in the old Naruto.
For real, I remember
And
that.
they could have, I think that they should have just said something like um like when Kaguya came to Earth, probably the big betrayal that she did was attack somebody from the main branch, which was Ishiki. And that's how Ishiki end up, they here, because like somewhere in a day, like chasing her, the Ishiki end up reach Earth. When he chase her come on Earth, the fight happened there. And then, Ishiki went into the monk, instead of just saying, oh, you feed the two of them to the, you feed one and whatever. So I feel like they could have done it that way. And then it does make sense too if you were to say, yo, so all right, people would have say, how is the monk been around so long? Remember that chakra is like life energy. So now they're
Yeah.
old as hell. And so now they still look
You
young like
know,
a body.
I wouldn't question it because I mean, the Otsutsuki's couldn't just randomly just pop up on one planet. They have to travel. So
Right.
their lifespans are much different than us humans. For them, our lifespan is a blink of an eye, and for them, they can live millennia traveling from planet to planet. So
Right.
if an Otsutsuki is taking over somebody's body, then naturally their life force would go beyond a normal person's life force. So I don't really think many people would really question it to all that.
Exactly. It's like they did it that way, and then because one of the main reasons to why it's one of the main reasons why Jigen's body couldn't stand his chakra, because when they came to Earth, persons didn't have chakra at the time. It's after Kaguya and then the Sage of the Six Paths start share the chakra with other people.
For real.
And then their children start born with it inherently now, because a lot of persons didn't have it before. So the mass amount of chakra that Ishiki has, like no human body could basically withstand that, and that is why he wanted to put the karma on, Kawaki and stuff like that. And I mean, if they, to me, because when I first saw it and I saw a lot of red flags, I was like, they should have just done it that way and done. Just say, he
for real.
was chasing her, and that's what happened.
I have to leave right now. So
Alright, respect na Andrew.
yeah, man, I need to wake up early to beat Kingston traffic.
No, that go.
Yes, I know somebody else that needs to wake early
Yes,
to beat
sir.
Kingston traffic.
we still cut off still. But respect Andrew.
Man, really link up, man.
Yeah, man.
Which part of town you there, Drew? Not Drew. Sanjay.
You know, so I'm on our side, man.
Oh, I'm on the side. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
come back town side,
You moved the other town.
Yeah, because I think last time, but like when you never hear from me for a good while, I was in Mobe before, and then I get a job. in
I'm
town.
originally from Mobi,
So-
dog. So that's the crazy thing about this. Alright, so like, we can't even make a link up and make Kyle forward and us buy with food if anything. No pressure.
What?
I can go on because
yeah,
supposed to meet up with a couple of friends who are like fellow anime enthusiasts.
yeah.
We're going East Japanese.
When?
This year, I think it's about like May. We're looking like May, April, them
Mhm.
time there.
Okay.
But as I said, still like, we'll link up, and when we discuss it and like finalize it, we make you know. And if Kyle want forward to, no problem, and just do a link up, go and chill.
Yeah, bro, definitely. Is I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Kinda do figure East Japanese fan win.
Yeah, and then I was like, I wanted really good Japanese food, and they were like, East Japanese is the best, and I'm like, all right, cool. So anime, Japan,
Let's
plus
go.
Japanese food. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Ah, jeez. Brother, so I don't know, me still look for the same statement by Amado. I can't find it, brother.
You find the one
What
where.
statement was that?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
No, man.
Remind me of the statement you look for.
No, man, the same thing in terms of the lower ranking Otsutsuki use the karma for revive and thing, but man, it's not in terms of that.
I didn't see that. I only see the part where it said the lower rankings would be fed to the tree. But maybe it was more likely implied rather than stated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it then come down 2 by 2, by the time them don't sacrifice each other, nobody would left.
Oh boy.
So it must be a case where them revive somehow.
I saw it's so chapter 46, mine says page 17. Basically what I'm seeing here, he said that Otsutsuki Ishiki, he came to our planet long ago along with Kaguya, Otsutsuki, and then Shikamaru was like, what?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm on to.
Yeah. The tree came, Kaguya suddenly turned on Ishiki. I don't know Kaguya's motives, whatever his personal enmity or wanting the fruit out to herself. Blah, blah. Ishiki caught the monk off guard.
Catch the monk off guard, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
First Amara goes
So I didn't put it. I think it's to get hold on.
Oh yeah. When Boruto is nearing to the end and we find out Amado is really
Shibai.
Shibai. I want $10,000 from everybody who ever hear me say that.
Listen. Wait, hold on. What do you think about the whole Amado daughter situation though?
I honestly think that there's something that, like I said, he's not saying in particular. Maybe he started that out and he said it himself, he did the experiments over and over. No matter how many times he cloned her and replaced her memories with his daughter's memories, is to say it's not the same person that came.
Yeah.
So how else would you bring back somebody like that? Now he must say for input karma and whatnot, but at the same time, remember is that the Otsuzukis are much different from just regular humans. So in my mind, I'm thinking that what he's saying is that he'll need a miracle in order to bring her back. And in
Yeah.
order to get that miracle, he has to either attain the power to or bring the power to him. And who else has that power?
Kawaki.
So me think this is something else, something I go on or something. Him not seem straightforward to me because even when he's giving this explanation of the Otsuzukis, he didn't say everything.
Yeah.
You get me? He kept holding back. And then it's later on you find out that he had motives of its own. Because nobody, absolutely nobody. All right, look at it. Amado essentially put on, when he restored Kawaki's hand, he already inputted the karma, but he knew that Kawaki had to want the karma in order for activate it. So in order to do that, what did he do? He planted it in his mind. Kawaki never necessarily have to think about that, But once you plant, Inception. Once you plant the seed, it'll grow. So that's his plan. That's his plan, point blank. May I call it from now? Calling this shit. Oh no.
So I feel like it's the anime did that about the whole thing with Kaguya. Like they were saying like the weaker one is fed to them. Because it, like in the manga chapter, all it says is that a problem arose and he doesn't know why Kaguya turned against Ishiki. That's all it says.
Murafa probably go back to, I think it would have been episodes 212, 213, thereabouts.
We'll find it. We will find it. We will find it.
He says, I don't know
the god tree name?
God tree, Shinjiro.
I think this one named True Identity. If you can find an episode with that name on it.
It should be around episode 212, 213, from what I can remember.
It says, I don't know the motives. I don't know Kaguya's motives, whatever it was, whether it was personal enmity or just wanting the fruit to herself. There is no way to find out.
Boruto chapter 51. 51, page 2 to 3. Okay, let's see.
51? Isn't that like in the dead heat of the whole fight with Ishiki?
Yeah, that the page tell me 51. So I'm gonna look. 51 is sacrifice. 133 on my side.
51 sacrifice.
Oh shit.
This
is kind of funny. Look at all three of us just going through. It's like yo, go to section 5 of the library. It's ridiculous, honestly. Go to episode 212.
Oh yeah. He said, as I said earlier, the 10 tails is a seedling, and it's necessary to grow a divine tree, but it's not an ordinary planting, of course. So you bury it in soil, the 10 tails to become a divine tree. There's one special condition that must be met. That condition is you need to feed a living Otsutsuki to 10 tails. Oh, okay.
That's what, chapter 51?
Yep. Page, I was at like page 5 there.
I guess it's more of an implied thing than man.
I see. Interesting.
Guess it's more of an implied thing.
But how comes the thing did bloom within Kaguya's time, or was that not, or was that more along the lines of a pseudo?
That's how I think. Moon says
Plant it before.
That's what I'm saying. There's a like a period of time that we haven't really seen, because okay, if Ishiki and Kaguya came to Earth, then it's like,
It it's sorry, I don't mean to cut you. It's there on page 9. He's saying, you could even say that this is the number one reason why Otsutskis come travel to the planet in pairs. One gets eaten and cultivate the divine tree, and the other watches over it to grow until the chakra fruit develops. Rarely sacrifice, so they prepare a vessel to put the karma on.
Oh,
There we go.
I see. It's there. It really is there. Huh. Look at that.
I guess we're looking in the wrong section.
Oh, yep, it's there, page 11. So it's, I'm pretty sure that that's the plan, at least on Ishiki's part. Kaguya, being the lower ranked, would have been sacrificed. That's how it was supposed to go. But just as I told you, Kaguya turned traitor, and the plan stalled. Ishiki was forced to live in a parasite state, or parasite inside of Jigen's body. Blah, 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 blah. That Ishiki would have fed himself to the 10 tails to make a divine tree grow. Exactly, because there's no other Otsutsuki. Oh, that's when they matter about the whole thing with Boruto, so that's why they more on Boruto now. Okay. Yeah, it's there. Crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing, all right, here's the thing about it though. It still never implies them never feed Kaguya, because him still say him don't know why them turn against him. Him just say he knows that according to how them explain it, a lower rank is to be fed. But wow.
Yeah, but him would have said like the plan would have been stalled. So there's still some kind of something is not clear. It's either like you were saying, maybe the lower half of Ishiki was fed to the 10 tails, or maybe there's
Sanjay, even then, remember, within Naruto's time, we had a divine tree.
No, but yeah, but no, I get that no, but remember, said we are talking within the Fourth Great Ninja War, right? Or
we can speculate, yeah, in Fourth Great Ninja War, we can speculate it's a part of Ishiki was fed to the tree for it to bloom back then in Karaya's time, and she got the power and then started spreading it.
Yeah.
However, within this time now, within the, not this current time, but within the Fourth Great Ninja War, we still got another tree that bloomed.
The thing is, right? The tree in the war would have been basically the same tree that Kaguya got the fruit from. She just merged back with the tree. That's the thing.
Because remember the tree
that an Otsutsuki needed to eat at the time for bloom. It just said, oh, we just need a little more power and time for you just bloom. Boom. Just like that.
I think it's because in the war, sorry, when they stated all of that, because in the war, you know, they did mention that Kaguya fused with the tree, or fused with the chakra fruit or whatever, and then they sealed her out, because when she fused with it, you know, it's not like, say, she gonna look like the Tente, she just looked like herself, she just got the Rinnegan.
No,
and then when they sealed her away, it must have like separated her from the 10 tails or the tree. No, in the war.
Here's my understanding. Like, she would have eaten the fruits, should have gotten the powers, all of that, but she would have fused with the tree, and then the tree would have reverted back to the 10 tails to absorb all chakra and thing. But when Hagoromo and Hamura used like 6 parts Chibaku, oh no, they would have sealed it within. You see, this is kind of the confusing part, because they would have, I believe, used 6 parts Chibaku Tensei and the 10 tails, right? You have the Gedomazo that's left, and they use the Gedomazo to create the moon. The chakra that was extracted from the 10 tails was sealed within Hagoromo, and then you would have used this creation of all things to split it into the 9-tailed beast, essentially. That's why I'm always of the opinion that Kaguya's, like, even though she's dead, she's technically still alive, because she's technically can be considered the Gedomazo at the end of the day.
No, it wasn't a different tree. It wasn't a different 10 tails. It was the same 10 tails, so naturally it would retain the same power.
Yeah.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Well on there. Man, try to see if we can.
But no, it's a juvenile 10 tails. It doesn't have the necessary power needed to suck all of the energy from the earth, because they're wasn't somebody to feed it to, feed to
feed
to get
to
it
it.
fed
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah. So naturally, they needed to get somebody like that. Got caught. Hold on.
The man, go back to go back to the Kaguya fight. Let me see. I'm going to chapter 684. No, this would have been when Black Zetsu did have them hold upon Naruto and Sasuke.
Oh, he would have fed himself to the Ten Tails before Kawaki fully manifested into himself back. Because himself would have the chakra necessary. All right, I get it. All right, makes sense. This one. It's the rest of the story that don't make sense.
Yo. Well on there. 681. Alright, so I'm on chapter 681. Is it 681? No, hold on. Yeah, for Naruto. Kaguya's Tears. Alright, so Naruto asks, why did six-part Supergram seal his maw away? I thought he sealed the Ten Tails. Then Black Zetsu says, it appears you have a misconception. Yada 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 yada. I'm gonna scroll down about a bit. Hold on, no, something a bit off here. Okay, so first off, yeah, C tier. Not sure which page number this, but 681. First off, Ten Tails. It's not just the divine tree; it is Mother herself as well. It wasn't the divine tree's incarnation trying to reclaim its chakra fruit, but Mother's will attempting to take back the chakra that had been dispersed into her two children. Let's see. Yeah, so that kind of lines up with what I'm saying here. Yeah. So basically saying Kage is the Ten Tails, at least that one. Tail Shinobi. Yeah, forget. I like in a study mode and gone to chapter 681 too.
I mean, I can understand why Kagaya did end up fused with the tree.
Yeah.
I can understand that because she never that expects her sons would overpower and whatnot. So she's like, you know what? I'm a bitch slap both of them. You know what, my power, and just absorb it and be like, all right, cool. I am now essentially a Jinchuriki, but she never realized that that gave Hagoromo the perfect idea at the time. Like, all right, cool. We know, say, we can fight as long as you, right? We know that. So what we are going to do right now, me and my brother, we are going to seal you away, and in sealing you away, we can separate your power, much like how the fourth Hokage did do with Naruto. He couldn't essentially seal the entire Nine Tails in him, so it split it in half.
Yeah.
Him take some. So it's basically the divide and conquer type of thing. And him say, all right, cool. What was sealed in the moon? Remind me. What was sealed in the moon?
The Gedo Mazo. So basically the chakraless remains of Kaguya fused with the tree, essentially.
All right, cool. And something there when something they get the Rinnegan, he summoned it to Earth, right?
Yeah, him can undo the seal and summon the Gedo Mazo from the moon to Earth. Madara, yeah.
So seeing that it gets someone to Earth, why didn't the Otsutsuki on the moon do something about it?
I think by that time, all the Otsutsuki on the moon have died from civil war. I think it was only Toneri still left on the moon at that point.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's ridiculous. I know.
Sad.
So they realize that this whole Otsutsuki thing now, like the Civil War thing, is just real within there. Because even in the Hyuga clan, there's fighting who is a direct descendant of them. So it's like this, like this hierarchy of thing just doesn't serve well.
Well, human blood go mix with Otsutsuki blood, so naturally. It's all right, cool. Well, at least we'll have enough sense for try piece together the story.
Yeah.
Even if we have to reach a little.
Yo.
Anime is life, bro. Or I mean, manga at least, or anime. It's whichever one, but yeah, to me this is like peak fiction. I don't really like. I watch TV series, but I kind of prefer this. Once the story is good, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Then there are some cases they just kind of just ignore certain things. I say, all right, I'm just gonna not read that.
Suspend disbelief and just, all right, cool. This is what it is.
Exactly.
With me, for instance, I'm very reluctant at starting a new series. Not starting a new series when it comes down to reading the manga. I'm very reluctant at it because I know how I am. Because once I pick that up, I'm not going to stop until it ends, even if there's 600 chapters. So
Bro.
it's the exact same thing with the whole Boruto thing. I couldn't
Yeah.
concentrate on anything else until I got to the end. So
Makes
I started
sense.
it the Wednesday and finished it the Saturday. And I'm like, yo, I eat this.
That was like the same thing with me when I first booked up on Jujutsu Kaisen before it even came out in like anime form.
Yeah.
I think it was like was it near like 100? It was in the Shibuya arc at the time. And like I was like somebody say, yo, read this is really good. Because I saw some clips and it's like, nah, I don't like the artwork. I must say, you don't worry about that.
Just read it.
So I just read it and I was like, wow.
Yeah. So I have a newfound appreciation for Boruto. Well, at least the manga.
Yes,
At least
sir.
the
Yeah,
manga.
the manga is way like, you know? Because even as I said earlier, even when the anime only is make it trend, it's literally the manga content that's trending.
Yeah,
So it
that's
just
true.
goes to show that the manga is as far superior. And right now I think it would have a better ranking if they had just leave it, let the manga just build up. Like you see right now when we're just getting into what happened into the future, I think now would be like the 2023 would be like the right time to start the anime.
Yeah. That would be
True.
sick. I make it seasonal.
Yeah.
I make it
And, yeah,
seasonal.
and make it seasonal.
Please.
Make it
Good
seasonal.
lord.
But show must go on, you know?
Yes, sir. Well, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I need to catch up back on Black Clover. I think I like 20 chapters.
No,
behind. I
man.
mean,
I think I'm like 6 to 7 chapters behind. It's crazy. So yeah, Black Clover, and I'm about 2 chapters behind on One Piece. Need to catch up on that.
Wait, is March the movie coming out, right?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix even better. Good.
So there's that. You know, I've never really like. Well, no, that would be like. I've thought about reacting to like an anime movie, but who knows? Maybe I'll do that for the Black Clover movie.
I thought about reviewing an anime movie. I'm just look at this and say, I already have too much work per month. Yeah.
The last anime movie I reviewed would have been Your Name. I actually tried writing out. Well, it wasn't a script, but it was a very exhaustive bullet points, bullet point format. But that was a video from like forever ago.
Oh,
So
watch an anime movie in a while.
I definitely need to watch Shinkai's new movie. I forgot the name of it though. Makoto.
Y'all watched Jujutsu Kaisen 0?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
actually
watched it.
I went to the theaters to watch it actually. Like it was good, but I don't know, it felt like it could have been more. I don't know if I describe it properly. Like it was good, but it could have been more.
Yeah, it's just like an introduction to that character. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
Because like this dude was just like OP for no reason in the anime, and we're like, where did this dude come from? No, not the anime, in the manga. Yeah, you just hear about him. It's like, oh, you know, these Yuji and the new guys, they can probably be as strong as Shota. And we're like, who the hell is Shota? And then when Shota came, we're like, Shota is OP as hell.
I think the movie. I mean, it's just based on one like what. JJK Zero, like it's just one volume, right? It's like literally just 10 chapters or 5 chapters.
Yeah, something like that. It's just basically short as background
Yeah.
or backstory, I would say. Because that's the next arc that's gonna happen when the anime returns, which is the Shibuya incident arc.
Yeah.
Bro, that is gonna be
And that man tell
crazy.
Kyle said I keep hearing persons mentioning Shibuya, so
I keep hearing that too.
Shibuya incident. I don't even think one season going to be enough to do the whole Shibuya incident, because like if you read the manga, like Shibuya incident started like I think it started like chapter 40 something.
Mother of
Like that.
Christ. You know, I'm looking at the Jujutsu Kaisen manga right now, and the first thing that stands out to me is the art is freaking amazing.
you'd
Like,
Yeah,
bro, this not look like somebody draw. This look like computer draw this. Oh, just come off of this.
well, I think Kyle, so I can be risk it all and stay up till 5 o'clock a while ago.
No! I already have the Jujutsu Kaisen manga on the computer.
Yeah.
Up to, I think, chapter 70. Let me check. Yeah, this is chapter 70. But I need to update this and then start reading it again. But it's a lot of manga.
Wow,
man.
it was 83 that Shibuya incident started. So basically you have like 53 chapters just for the Shibuya incident.
I know the
Here,
funny
don't tempt me.
the
Don't tempt me.
no, well, no, but the guy said the funny thing is even with like JJK, would have start back from chapter 1, honestly.
True. I've done that. Like with Bleach, I started back on chapter. It was exhausting.
Bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
but totally worth it.
Because apart from editor influence and maybe maybe some things that were left to be done in the anime, like for the most part, I actually want to see the author's quote unquote original intents in terms of execution of a lot of things. So that's the
That's
thing.
why I like to read both the manga and I just watch the anime for fun. But I mainly stick to the mangas for story, because a lot of the times when I watch animes, and this is why a lot of the times I don't really argue with anime onlys, because they wouldn't know sometimes the anime does a bad job of telling the story and they leave a lot of plot holes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Well, all I'll say is that apart from everything else, I'll say it every stream leading up to it, but Gear 5 for One Piece this year is going to be the sickest thing since sliced bread. Wait.
Yeah, that's going to break the internet.
Yeah, that's going to break the internet. Kiston Allen? Yo, what's poppin'?
Nothing much. I forgot to change my name. Big Baller.
Oh, yo, all good.
What's up? I haven't seen you in a minute. How you been?
Man, the usual, tired, trying to achieve YouTube stardom and be the best YouTuber that ever was, but that's harder than it's easier said than done.
You'll get there in chapter 700.
Yo, how have you been though, man?
Pretty good. I'm doing some animation homework. Just want to pop in. Saw some people up in here. What you guys talking about?
We were talking about quite extensively about Boruto because Kyle from Varus Studios here. He caught up to the Boruto manga, got up to the latest chapter, and of course this is the subscriber stream. It's the last day of the month, so you know it goes. And we're actually like basically finishing up because we've been streaming for like almost 4 hours now.
Jeez.
It's supposed to be about two or three, but somebody couldn't stop talking.
Is it me? Yeah. Yo. Oh god. So it goes.
Alright then, so you ended the stream?
Basically in the next five minutes basically, and hopefully that doesn't turn into a next hour, but But yeah, like in the next 5 minutes.
I can cause some chaos real quick.
Yeah.
So they're gonna kill Sasuke. That's number one.
This man is
two.
right to it.
Just start some chaos right now. Naruto and Hinata are dead. What else?
What? This what?
Himawari is stronger than Shibai Otsutsuki.
What?
Let me see. What else is true?
Paradox,
What else
are
is
you
true?
listening to this?
Oh, and Sumire, she's gonna end up killing Kawaki. That's just facts right there.
You know, that's not
Whoa.
actually.
You know that first shot that they show where it's Boruto versus Kawaki. Right after that is he's gonna kill Boruto and then Sumire's gonna kill him. It's just facts. This is how it works.
I mean,
And Tsunade is gonna be the Hokage again.
This is more than chaos, man.
You know what's funny is it seems more plausible, but it's still worse. Is if Konohamaru became Hokage?
No.
That would be like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'd rather them bring back Hiruzen from the grave.
yo,
Edo Tensei style.
I literally, like, since he brought up my dude Konohamaru, I hate how they did him in bro. Even the manga, bro. I just hate how the adult Konohamaru is like. Why did he have to be in a time of peace, bro? Like, it's crazy.
Konohamaru was a beta male.
It's fucked.
No.
He can't do anything
Yeah,
right now.
He took out a full pain when he was a kid, and now he gets scared at any little thing. This is an S-rank mission. Oh my god! Remember, kid Naruto and Sasuke were like, "Oh, we're on an S-rank mission. Oh, let's go."
Say less. Say less.
Say less. Naruto got scared a few times, but he, manned up and he did what he had to do.
Yeah, yo, that was
He
an
almost
awesome
killed
scene.
Haku.
Arguably one of the best
Well,
arcs.
the team does agree from day one that Himawari, she pretty much the most OP character in Boruto. Just there. Sasuke and Naruto died from the last move. No, from the Boruto movie. They died in that fight long ago. These are just shells.
Facts. Edo Tensei hallucinations.
Yeah, they're just hallucinations. And it's just all chaos now. It's just all chaos.
Bros.
Hey, the real truth, and I'm gonna dip right now. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say the truth. Infinite Tsukiyomi worked.
Yo, hold on, before you dip, because I know persons were like betting on that as an announcement at Jump Festa. That was ridiculous in terms of expectations.
Naruto wakes up and be like, holy shit.
It worked.
Bro.
And I was gonna, as soon as Kawaki and Naruto Boruto fight, they're gonna clash, and then Naruto's gonna wake up and he's gonna, oh, and it's gonna be like the Matrix. He's gonna pull the tube out of his mouth, and then he's gonna be like, oh, what is this cocoon? Why am I so slimy?
Bro,
It's
listen.
gonna be just like the Matrix.
And if that happens, honestly, like I just think
It would be the biggest upset ever.
bro.
A lot of persons would love it, but
Not Madara fans.
Well, to be fair, yeah, that's a good point. Madara fans would rejoice.
yeah, there's a lot of
Yes.
persons that Murder is the ultimate villain. And he's the only villain, last villain.
What? Papa
Yeah.
Baba Yaga actually succeeded on his mission? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No, it's ridiculous.
On a real, the mother bodied a lot of persons, and he did it like
Bruh.
while talking shit. Like,
Bro, Madara was one of the biggest saving graces of the Fourth Great Ninja War, anime or manga
Yeah.
version.
And you know what the crazy part is? The reason why he was the saving grace is because he took out the whole ninja war force. So you didn't have to watch their backstories.
Oh.
Just took them out.
Oh my god. This
And
is
then threw a meteorite just for any survivors.
just in case.
Like,
Just in case.
Let's skip this. Let's skip it. Like,
I'm getting tired of these mother backstories on this mother show. Let's send some meteorites down. I'm tired of it.
Bro, trust me. I remember reading, what was it? It would have been chapter 558, 559 for the first time, and bro, it was surreal, bro. It was a different level of excitement seeing Madara come out in the war. It was, God, beautiful.
look back. I honestly forgot about him because I had to look. I was like, this sounds familiar. Like, who's Madara? And then
What is my?
I was like, why is this guy so strong? What the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this guy?
Yep.
Tell him.
Absolutely broken.
What I don't get is why they kept making him stronger.
Bruh, because why not?
Why Why not?
He already had the Rinnegan. He was Edo Tensei, and then somehow plot hold him to where he can just. I don't know if it's actually a plot hole, but they just made it to where he can just revive himself with Rin Tensei. And then they gave him both his eyes back.
And then
And then they made him an Otsutsuki. And then they gave him another 2 pairs of eyes. I was like, why are you making him so strong?
bruh.
The question is, how strong is Madara? The answer is yes.
Kishimoto came out and like he said that he literally didn't know how to like if you were to kill him, he doesn't know how to kill Madara, bro.
It's like, oh my god, I wrote the wrong character. Oh shit. How do I kill this guy?
I made the wrong guy the protagonist.
At that point, Madara was literally writing the story himself.
Yeah.
Kishimoto was he was
like,
feeling Madara so much he was like, oh wait, I actually like this character more than Naruto. I gotta take a step back.
Oh, alright. I think that might be the final thing I want us to talk about before we end the stream. Let's just kind of wrap it up. Is it really Kishimoto writing? Because me and Kyle were talking about this, and Kyle doesn't feel convinced that it's Kishimoto.
No, it's the intern that never watched Naruto before.
What?
Never heard of the property. Probably owns one Naruto plushie, which is against all anime laws. And he's in the back jerking off and writing the story.
So
Mystery
I'm pretty sure the first half was definitely written by somebody else, and he was actually pretty good at it.
Oh,
And then
Kodachi.
It was like Kodachi, and then it was like a good transition. I'm pretty sure it was like a hard line of Kishimoto and then Kodachi, but it feels more like a transition into like him getting off of Kodachi stuff and trying to figure out what he's gonna do. And
He's like,
that's why
hey,
we had a bunch of slow
here's what you're
chapters.
gonna do. Write the biggest heap of crap you can write, and then I'll outright you. Like, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Alright, to be fair, Kodachi's thing wasn't bad. It was just, I think it was just fast paced in terms of the Kodachi.
It was really fast.
It would have been.
Yeah. I think you needed to slow down.
Speaking of that, you guys see that new Fortnite skin for Gohan?
You know, personally, no. I don't even play Fortnite, but no, I haven't seen it.
They have an axe. It's called Gohan's Beast Axe.
You know, I was
It's
scrolling.
an axe. That's all. It's like a weapon.
Hold on, yeah, here.
Never seen him use it before at all.
It's purple. I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's on in my
alright.
Twitter feed.
What is
Okay.
that?
I don't know.
They just made it up.
Yeah, exactly.
But Kishimoto is
You know what would
taking
be
control
cool?
of the series.
Saiyans with guns.
Exactly.
Cool.
Saiyans with axes would be better. I think that was the train of logic.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna have to drop right now, but awesome in a month stream. Even though Discord was effing itself with me, but psycho. But yeah, my final words is just the same from like basically chapter 77. I'm just really looking forward to see what's gonna happen now with the new time skip information coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then 2023 is gonna be a good year for anime. So yeah, let's look out for it.
all right, respect Paradox. Kiston, I just want to hear your thoughts on chapter 77, how you feel about the manga right now as well, and your final thoughts.
Well, it definitely tickled my fancy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir.
Of course, the same complaint as always. It needs to stop being monthly. That's the same one. Same criticism.
Fair enough,
But
fair enough.
Daimon, I like that foreshadowing with Himawari.
Yeah, love it too.
And it looks like they're bringing in other new characters. I mean, not new characters, but finally bringing in different characters, Sarada and Sumire, even though they're just kind of like just sex appeal, I guess, in a weird way. But then you got Ada, and then you get more people interacting, and then you got Ada using her ability to see what Code's doing. So it's not some weird plot hole to where I can't see in a different dimension and blah blah blah. I think Kishimoto is back on track. He's not gonna Samurai 8 this thing up.
Alright, fair enough, man, fair enough.
Until next chapter.
We'll see. Kyle, what are your final words, man?
I'm probably not going to keep up with the monthly chapters, to be honest with you, until it pile up again. Probably 2 or 3 more chapters. You know my style already. Because I want the wine to age a little bit where I taste it. But I am truly looking. You know, Kawaki is my favorite character next to Madara in the whole Naruto front. So I really want to see him come into himself and take point and say, look, all Otsutsuki is dying today. I don't care. You're all dying. You know me. I'm up for the chaos. I'm up for the carnage.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Well, respect for coming out as per usual. Respect the support. I'm looking forward to, well, all of us.
Kimura is stronger than Shibai.
Yeah, big baller. They're easy though. They're easy at all. All right. Well, Kyle.
Yes.
We'll definitely talk, my brother. Cheers to another new, well, this is the first subscriber stream for 2023. Hopefully we can hit that 1 million subs. Hopefully.
By the end of the year.
Hopefully. But respect for coming out, bro.
No problem. Later.
Yeah, man. Alright, guys. Well, this has not been a bad stream at all. I know it was really heavily Boruto focus. But as per usual, shout out to everybody. Kyle, Big Baller, Paradox, everybody that came out. Hopefully, going forward with the February stream. I don't know. I might want to try to make it a consistent thing, similar to how I invited Mello and Barbie and Free Game, the Cloud Ninja podcast guys, for the stream last month, the final one for 2022. Hopefully from February onwards, I want to at least invite one special guest that probably like a Naruto, Boruto, or like an anime YouTuber that I don't usually like interact with. Hopefully. So let's see if we can put some work to that. So yeah. Anyway, it is midnight, so I think that's more than enough. So Sanju Che here, guys. Of course, shout out to everybody who watched the stream who'll be rewatching. Leave a like, subscribe. We're almost at 1900 subs, so yeah. So all the best for February. Don't do anything for Valentine's Day that I wouldn't do. And I'll see you in the next one.